Good afternoon, everybody. Or, well, I don't think there'll be many people watching right now, but good whenever you are watching this back, hopefully. It is the Eurovision 2019 semi-final one family show live stream. So this technically doesn't count for anything, this event that is happening now. It's more just another attempt for some of the acts to be able to get a chance to polish their performance before tonight, just make any last minute camera changes, all those kind of things. This is the time when they can sort of get that right. So yes, hello everybody. That looks like I have a Dutch flag growing out of my head, but that's just my hereditary. Hello everybody. Hello everybody saying hello in the chat. How was Cyprus last night? Tamta was good. It wasn't, I don't feel like it was the strongest performance, but she certainly did well. I still think she's a definite qualifier, and I'm sure the jury will respect replay. So yes, we are just getting ready for, well, we have about 20 minutes before the family show begins. So yes, we will be live streaming throughout that. After that, we'll probably we will cut off because it's a long wait until the actual live show tonight. And I will be in the crowd tonight, which will be very exciting. Haven't actually been in I didn't go at all in Lisbon into the arena for a show, so that will be quite cool. Erin was in the crowd, was amazing. Production is really good. That is good. How was the King? I'm assuming you mean Conan? Is that what he's referred to? Conan was very good. I am currently by myself because the rest of WIWIBLoggs is in a hot air balloon with the sisters. So they're somewhere above me in Tel Aviv. They're just not here right now. So you've got me and my hereditary and Eleni Flowera at the moment. So what is the family show? So effectively it's cheap tickets. Oh, there is a Bernardo Tavares Pereira just there, furiously gesticulating because that's what he do. So yes, the family show is effectively it's just another dress rehearsal, but it's cheaper tickets. Effectively, if you have kids and you don't want them to have to stay up to watch the jury final, you don't want to take them to the jury show or the live show, this is kind of the one where you can take them, or if you don't want to stay up that late, you can go watch this. They'll all be in their costumes. They just might not be giving it 110%. They'll just, most of the acts will probably be singing down or not going for the really, really big notes in some cases. So that's why they are doing, that's what it's for. Hello, everybody. So many people saying hello in the chat. Thank you all so much. Will I dye my hair blue and red if Iceland wins? I have destroyed my hair over the last 15 years of dyeing it. And as we can all see quite often in some of the videos, there ain't that much of it left. So I highly doubt that I'm going to be dyeing my hair again anytime soon. Australia has moved up to 5th in the betting odds. Yeah, I've noticed a couple of changes in the betting odds today. Russia have taken over from France again, but that was always kind of probably going to happen. I don't think there'll be much change on that until the jury final again. Yeah, Bilal did perform last night, and you will be able to see that clip tonight. I believe. Let me just move this down a little. There we go. Yes, my personal winner at the moment is I would like to see France win at the moment because I think that at this stage they have the best performance, and that's just me. And also because I am personally touched by the message and the representation and all that's going on. I appreciate that. I know there will be people who will not, so I still think that the Netherlands or Sweden are the most likely winners. But I would love to see Iceland, Australia, France. I still think Russia are in with a chance. I think it's between those 6 countries at the moment in terms of who could actually win. And Italy, yes, actually, Italy. I mean, Mahmoud was much better in his second rehearsal. So I think that whilst I have never been a big fan personally of Soldi as a song, although do love singing along to it at Euro Club. That has been quite fun so far. I should have been on the balloon too. I don't like heights. I have an odd fear of heights. I think I don't like it when I know that it's not. If there's a sense of fragility, then I don't like heights. I can go walk up the Eiffel Tower, no problem. Hot air balloon, no chance. We will have a live stream tonight. I think Suzanne will be doing it with somebody else from the team because I will be in the arena. But Suzanne will definitely be live streaming, and then we will be back. I will come back during the voting period, and then I'll be back in time to react to the results and all that as well. I think Bernardo and a couple of other people that are in the arena will all be back here, so that will be quite cool. Let's have a look at some of the questions. Who was a surprise yesterday? Crack71. I don't know whether anybody really surprised. Everybody did really well last night. Nobody really underperformed. The only slight exception to that, and it almost worked in his favor, Elliot seemed very, very nervous for the first minute of the song. And there were a couple of moments where he went, I wouldn't say out of tune, but he wasn't quite on. But actually then he grew as the performance went on. And by the end, he seemed much happier, much more confident. I think some jurors might like that. We've seen that before with Blanche, where that actually does quite well. So that could be that could work in his favor. I still don't know whether it'll qualify. It's the odds top 7. Are they the 7 that I listed? I mean, honestly, I think somebody on my Twitter mentioned that over since I think 2011, the winner has always come from the top 3 of the betting odds before the final begins. So you're always going to be looking around that region. We will be making a qualifier reaction video. I think I don't know how it will work slightly differently this year, because obviously the live stream is now, I don't want to say a better quality in terms of, it's a better quality in terms of production, I would like to think, and from what we've heard, than it was last year. So I don't know quite how it will balance, but yeah, we will be reacting and all that throughout the results. So don't worry about that. Azerbaijan's chance of winning has dropped by a few percent. I would say the reason for that is because Chingiz hasn't performed in a few days, and naturally acts that have performed in that period are rising above. So France have performed more recently than Azerbaijan. Australia have done so. So I think that'll be why. Cyprus was not bad. She's still going to qualify. I just don't think that it was... it wasn't my favorite performance of the night, and I don't feel like it was... I just don't see it as a semi-final winner anymore, unfortunately. Portugal was much, much better. Portugal has improved massively just in terms of how they've got the camera cuts right. It's still not there 100%, but the artistry is... Oh, sorry, hit the mic. Artistry is really there now. It is 10-11 in Australia. That is late. I know that some of our the Aussies on Team WIWI have gone and voted today because they could vote in the Australian embassy. So good luck with your elections and all that, Australia, later this week. Yes, actually, yeah, that was it. The replay shot in Cyprus went really wrong. It was more like a stutter effect than a replay. So that was unfortunate. Why do people care who wins the semis? Look at Ryback last year. I feel like that was because semi-final 1 destroyed semi-final 2 in the final last year. When you look at it, I think the majority of the top 10, I think there was like maybe 1 or 2 semi-final 2 acts, and the rest was all semi-final 1. And I think that was just the quality of that first semi-final. This year feels a little more even. I do feel like semi-final 2 has more of the stacked big names, But then we've also got Australia and Iceland and people like that here, who I think will be higher up than most of the yeah. So if you win a semi-final, it tends to mean, one, you get a good slot in the running order, and two, you have a shot at doing well. ESC United are here. They've moved slightly because I think some people took their usual table today. Obviously, the press centre is getting busier, so like we have prime real estate here, so we're having to get here very early to make sure that we get it. And actually, I think there is a gentleman right down at the end of the table who isn't who we can't ask him to move, but he's here. So yes, it is. My hereditary is real estate. Somebody's took Eleni Flowera earlier in the week. So what do I think of Duncan's performance? Oh, I have potentially, I don't know whether anybody else has reported this today. There is an app that everybody here uses that has like schedule details. The Netherlands and Russia both have technical rehearsals today. Now that isn't with Duncan and Sergey, so they're not here, but clearly there's still something wrong with those performances that the team here need to fix. For Duncan, I imagine it's the fact that they're struggling to get the lamp thing working. And Sergey, we know that his water shower effect was broken in his second rehearsal. So this isn't uncommon that these things happen. We know that a lot of other acts have had these technical rehearsals. Malta did, Cyprus did, Portugal have had meetings with Cannes. I don't know whether or not they then had another rehearsal. But yeah, there's been a lot of these technical things that are fixing. So with that in mind, I feel like I can say there were still problems with Duncan's performance, but that's fine because they know that and they're fixing it. I still love Arcade. It's still one of my favorite songs. I just feel like the staging isn't there yet, but I suspect it will be there by the time we see it dress rehearsal tomorrow. The Madonna thing is very confusing. I don't know what's going on. I suspect that it's all a bit of hype. I suspect that it's hype and that she will perform. They're not going to fly Madonna and give up the opportunity to have Madonna perform at Eurovision. I think it's going to happen. I just think that it's all a bit of a let's get the headlines. Netta's opening of the semi-final is really, really good. She does Toy coming out of the giant cat. It's really good. She looks stunning as well. I don't think Sweden is overrated this year because it's Sweden. I think that it's I wasn't a big fan of the song at Melody Festival, and granted, I didn't really like Melfest this year. But John is so charismatic. His backing singers are so charismatic. It's a very strong performance. I think that I'm not one really to buy into the Sweden hype that we usually get. I treat them like any other country. If anything, I think that I'm almost harsher on Sweden because I expect so much. And they have delivered. I think that it's a winner by default. I think he would finish second in the televote and the jury, maybe even winning the jury. But I can see Sweden winning 100%. Were the presenters any good last night? You know what? They weren't that bad. I've seen... We've had more wooden performers, and the script seemed okay. Oh God, I keep hitting the mic. Sorry. The others are coming. Don't worry. It's not just going to be me. Do you think the face mappings problem will be fixed before the grand final for France? So the very first run through we saw was fine. So I don't know where the issue has come since then. But there is some kind of issue still going on there. They will fix it, I'm sure. People are still asking about the family show. So the family show is effectively it's an earlier show that you can buy tickets to. So whereas yesterday's dress rehearsal was just for press and I think fan accredited people, This is like if you've got a young family or you don't want to stay up until 10 p.m. well, until at least midnight here because that's when the show ends in Israel, you can come to the family show and watch it a bit earlier in the day. Hi, Valerie. How bad are the host jokes this year? Asi Azar does make a Cyprus nearly won last year, but in the end, they didn't joke again with Tamta. Who do you think has to return to Eurovision? I would love to see anybody come back, really. I do think that Turkey brought something very special, I think, and they often did. They came with a particular voice, so I would like to see Turkey back. I just don't think that's going to happen anytime soon unless Azerbaijan wins. How were the big three last night? So the press center was closing, so we didn't actually. What happened was Mickey performed, then Bilal performed, then they were setting up Kobe for about 25 minutes, then just wheeled his stuff up and Mickey performed again. So not certain what happened there. But yeah, Mickey was very good. The energy of Lavender really comes alive when there was a crowd there. Bilal was good. The opening was a little off because of the projection, but otherwise really strong. And again, the jury aren't voting on this, so I think it's fine. It's just mainly for the clip for YouTube. My favourite Turkish entry is Every Way That I Can, which is one of my two favourite Eurovision songs of all time. Do you think Switzerland will qualify? I think it could. I honestly feel like if there is going to be a shock non-qualifier, it could be Switzerland. I don't know why. There's just something in like the waters that makes me feel like that. But I'm like 95% certain he's going to qualify. It's a quality song. It's not one that I particularly have loved, but it's well performed, it's well staged. It's not going to win Eurovision like some people thought it would, but Switzerland will qualify. The wide shots weren't that bad when there's a whole arena full of people, is what I will say. So I do want to address something, actually. Just before we start, we have another like 3 or 4 minutes. There have been comments, let's say, that I have been bitchy about Michael Rice. Now, I completely respect Michael as an artist. I respect every single one of the artists. I think the talent that they have and the confidence that they have to go up on that stage and do what they do, I would never be able to touch that. My issue is that, and I don't think it's a Michael problem, I think it's the team behind him have not told him he needs to look at the camera more. And that's just it's not a criticism of him, it's more constructive. I want the UK to do well because I love the UK. I don't know what's happening now. We can't see anything, by the way. But yeah, I would just like... Is this Kobe? Okay, well, apparently Kobe's performing. Anyway, yeah. So effectively, I'm not. None of us are critical about the arts. There have been some people outside of our team who have made comments about people's size and things like that, and that is rude and disrespectful. But I respect every single one of the artists, so I just want to make that clear. My little thing when I buy myself on the live stream, I hold no ill will or shade or anything like that to an artist, and we're good. Anyway, so we can't see anything on the screens. Kobe is performing, it sounds like, which is not meant to open the semi-final family show. I suspect if they didn't film his performance last night, they might be recording this now so they can get it done onto YouTube in time this evening. I think I just got a splinter in my leg. Yeah, I mean, somebody said Michael should do what he wants to make it more personal, should make it his own. I agree, and he's clearly feeling it with the audience in the arena. I just think that to do well at Eurovision, you need that connection with a camera. And it's great that he's feeling it, but I want the UK to do well. You know, it's why I always support the UK. It's why I was so happy with Lucy Jones, because she really nailed that, as did Suri. Yeah. Is there any chance to change the staging between semi-finals and finals? Yes, El Dani did it in 2015. Yeah, so people, again, if you want to know what the family show is, it's just another dress rehearsal, effectively, but it means that people who don't want to stay up too late can get tickets and watch it cheaper. Oh, okay, well, Kobe's cut off. Yeah, I mean, vocally, Kobe is really, really good. Still don't like the song, but I did actually, oh, that was a funny story. I met Anna Obdebescu's...
Ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry, we're trying to fix the screen, so please be patient for 5 seconds. Sorry.
Okay, so apparently the screens aren't working, but that was an announcement to say they're fixing it. What was I saying? Anna Odebescu. I met her songwriter, and considering I've been saying that I'm not a fan of the song and I think it's quite dated, but he was, again, it was like, I respect the fact that he can write a song, and he was very polite, and we had a chat, and it wasn't aggressive or anything like that. It was actually just very nice to be like, this is why I think that, and he put his point across, and it was very nice. People can be respectful at Eurovision, which is wonderful. Is Barb the non-Lucy Ayu? Yeah, obviously. She was wearing last night a sort of silver disco ball mini dress, which had it was like rivets, like small silver reflective rivets. It was pretty cool. So yes, we should be hopefully seeing the family show. Cool. All right. What did Stage Right say in response to your points? I was just like, actually, I said I can understand the song more now that I'm seeing it here, and I kind of get it a bit more. I just said that initially watching it in that Moldova national final, and even a little bit in the studio version, the message doesn't come across. Now that you see it with the staging, I think it is really improved. Do I think the Netherlands is winning? I think it could win. Certainly, I think it could win. I would still like to see it win. wiwibloggs started a live video. Okay. Apparently, wiwibloggs was live on Instagram 19 minutes ago. I'm also live here. Opinions on Romania. I think that it's going through. I think that Esther is one of the best actresses, if not the best, actually. She sells the song so well. I'm thinking that the family show hasn't started on time because, well, we can hear the crowd cheering. We can't hear anything going on other than that, other than when Kobe was performing. They are chanting for Netta. It sounds very busy in there. What would it be like if Montenegro went through? I mean, it's not going to. I'm like 99.999% certain, but maybe like Doctor Strange, he found that one potential way that it can make its way through. I don't know. I don't. They're lovely people, really good individual singers. I just don't think it works as an entire package, especially with the staging. poor artists, they have to perform the same song over and over again. That is an interesting point. There are a lot of rehearsals, and we've had previous years where some of the artists have complained about that. Salvador Sobral certainly, and he only had to do half of the. Well, only had to. He was ill. Okay, we have visual now. They've not started though, so we're okay. But Salvador complained about the having to rehearse the song so many times. And he said, it's an individual performance. It shouldn't be something he has to do over and over. Same thing happened with Francesco Gabbani. He got very tired of Occidentali's Karma by the end. Australia could be the winner of the semi, and I suspect it might well be the winner of the semi. Could Portugal qualify? I can see a path for him to qualify now that I maybe didn't see a couple of days ago. Is there any unrest among the press about the amount of technical difficulties with rehearsals? I don't think so. Not that I've really heard. I think there's a general there's another technical problem kind of vibe, but we see this all the time. A lot of it mainly seems to be things like in-ears and things like that. One of our WIWIBloggers, Ron, often does a blooper and outtakes video, which is on his YouTube channel every year. And he said, actually, there's been a lot less of bloopers or outtakes. It's more just they can't hear or the lighting isn't right. So from that perspective, actually on stage and all that, they've actually been better than usual. It's just some of the other things, like what we're seeing, that are the problem. So it swings and roundabouts. It happens every year. Thank you, Manuel. I've not heard about Sunstroke Project performing. I haven't seen them yet. Usually, they often come to Eurovision. I know one of them is working with Anna Odebescu, but or the team are working with her. But yeah, they usually I remember in Vienna they came into the press room quite a bit. Thank you. Look what we've got. If you want to come on, yeah. I'm being joined. Good news, everyone. Not just me. Yeah, they're all still up and away in their beautiful hot air balloon. Sebastian's here.
Hey guys, I'm alive again.
Yeah.
Give me another 2 days and I'll be dead again and I'll be alive.
Great hat.
Thanks.
There we go.
I'm repping it for Tamtar.
Thank you, Gillian. Yes, we are just waiting still for them to be ready with the family show.
So nothing's happened yet?
Well, we heard Kobe performing.
Okay.
But then we couldn't see anything.
Okay.
Because I don't think that they filmed his performance last night because there was that issue.
Yeah, they closed it last night early, didn't they?
Yeah, so I think that they did it before anything else to get it sorted. People asking what the family show is. Maybe I should put this in the description because everybody is asking about it. The family show is effectively an opportunity. It's another dress rehearsal. It's an opportunity for people to get cheaper tickets, and you can, cheaper tickets, and you don't have to stay up until midnight Israeli time at the earliest to be in the arena and see the acts. And yes, it's earlier for kids.
It is so late tonight, starting at 10 o'clock, finishing at least 12.
10 past 12, I think it's meant to finish, but then we have
press conferences at 12:30, and then Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's going to be a late one. It was like this in Kiev. Kiev, I think, was the same or even later.
Okay. Oh wow! Yes, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Kiev was a bit of a killer. Apparently, Kobe did perform during the jury rehearsal. We were told that they were closing the press centre, so we were like, "Well, we got to get out."
Yeah, the staging looks like almost Netta's staging for her opening, but I don't think Netta will be performing.
I'd be surprised, but maybe she will. Yes, the family show will have Hatari in it, which they're really popular with kids in Iceland.
Kids got to learn early, right?
Okay, I'm not certain what's happening now. We're just seeing a picture of a blue screen.
Adrian saying Baku 2020 will be even later until 3 a.m. I'm not sure we're going to Baku next year.
Yeah, everybody. I think there's still a bit of a sense of fear from the people that went to Baku in 2012, who remember like leaving the arena in daylight by the time they had actually left the press center.
Right. Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Opening sting.
So I'm yet to see any of these performances. Can you believe?
Really?
Yeah. Any of the first half.
So the opening is very cute. It's effectively a young Netta, like a baby Netta, watching Dana International win on TV.
Which could have been accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got a famous little tutu on as a child.
And then it's her like it's a bit like a homemade costume, and she's got the feathers on
She's
her.
wearing the plume.
Where did I put my phone?
Yeah, it's cute that they're making this about Netta and not just like Israel generally.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got plenty of times to showcase Israel in the postcards rather than the intro. So Netta, I was going to say baby Netta, child Netta is now singing. Toy. Netta's parents are clapping. Looks like Netta's won a prize as a child. And now they're flashing back to last year, Netta winning. That's cute. It's a cute story. Wow, that girl really looks like Netta.
Yeah. And then it's like you made her dream come true, she made ours come true. Welcome to Tel Aviv is the message.
Now they got a shot of the expo.
Yeah, it's surprisingly dark in that shot considering it's daylight outside. But
It's like they filmed that earlier.
yeah, shocking. Or maybe she must be performing.
Either she is or it's just have taken it from last night.
Yeah. So yes, they are. They're just starting the performance up now.
Opening performance. All the triangles are kind of glowing a pinkish white. Now we've got Netta coming out of a giant neon kind of geometric cap. That outfit's banging.
Yeah, it's such a good outfit.
That's actually a really sick opening.
And her makeup's killer.
Yeah, everything's really banging. So she's wearing her hair, as she always kind of does, high kind of Ariana Grande style ponytail. Very revealing outfit too.
We've not heard anything about Madonna. I just suspect that it's a lot of headlines and that she has I'd be shocked if she doesn't perform.
I mean, she's flown here.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You wouldn't take that massive flight for nothing.
No. Are the family shows sold out? We can't really tell yet.
We haven't seen a complete show of the crowd yet.
It looks fairly busy.
Yeah, it
and
does.
sounds it.
A heavy bass remix of Toy.
And it's a load of dancers wearing the red kimono sleevey thing.
What do you call that short kimono? It's a different name, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called.
It will be, and I should know it, but I don't. We can't show you the stage on Performance CSC fan.
Just have to wait.
We will be thrown out.
All I can say is it was probably one of the best openings of quite a few
yeah.
years. Yeah.
Probably since Loreen.
Yeah.
Suzanne is in a hot air balloon with the sisters.
As you do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, out of context, that seems weird, but there is a reason for it. She'll be back at some point.
There's not real. I mean, you can have really small flags this year in the audience, but nothing on sticks.
Although I definitely saw one stick last night, but then that quickly disappeared.
We're not really seeing flags. The stage is too low for there to be flags. That is just doing a thing. Hey boo, how you do?
How you doing?
I'm alive.
You're trying to. You're trying to keep yourself. Oh my god, you're bad.
Somebody's asking why no stick flags. It's because eventually they block the camera shots.
That's my problem.
You voted, at least.
I voted.
Okay, hey man, you didn't vote for that shitty guy. The one with the egg on his head.
No.
Love him.
No.
Love him.
No one votes for that guy.
However, no one votes for him, but he keeps getting elected. So,
There's a story behind that. It's funny. So why no stick flags? I think
Block
over the
camera shots.
yeah, because you'll see tonight the stage is very low, lower than previous years, and any kind of flag just get in the way. I don't like the flags anyway. They distract from the whole thing.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, it's not real.
No, it won't be.
this is the RSPP for Swedish.
Pass it to me.
Yeah, the president. And the EBU. Wow.
This is gonna be like the.
Are we allowed to talk about? Is this under embargo? There's nothing that says under embargo.
It doesn't say anything. Let's just say it.
Uh,
We got delivered this on our table.
No, hang on. We can't show the details of that.
Oh yeah.
We're not going to say where.
It's like invitation to a press conference, the American Song Contest. We have the pleasure to invite you to attend a press conference on the American Song Contest in the presence of Krista Bjorkman, Anders Lendoff, and the European Broadcasting
Wow.
Union.
So we're going to find when that is. What date is that?
Tomorrow.
We're going to go to that.
Well, that's breaking news. I wonder whether that's I don't know whether that's real.
I feel like they would have made a proper announcement,
Yeah.
not just given.
I
it
don't
off
think
the
that's
table.
real.
I don't think it's real.
It was some random guy came and put it on the table. It's probably not real.
Let's Google it.
I think it's a joke.
Well, plus, we would have heard something about it by this point.
Yeah. Also, why would they have the press conference about it here? Okay, ignore that, everyone. We're going to assume that it's not real.
We call that fake news.
Yeah. I mean, if it isn't. Oh, it is. I bet it's the Will Ferrell thing.
Oh, it is because it's called the Great American Song Contest.
Yeah, I bet it's the Will Ferrell thing. Okay, we're fine.
Well, still, we can. It'd be interesting to go to. Obviously, they're probably going to be doing some filming or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, the hosts were on. In that excitement.
I've heard from inside sources, meaning my roommates, that with the four hosts, there's definitely two clear standouts and like two that are kind of like
Assy and Lucy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right, and then capture the essence of our contest. Very good. And you still have
So, how are the hosts, guys? Assy and Lucy are kind of taking center stage right now.
No. What's the name of the older gentleman? Etal? Ayal?
Yeah. Etal, was it?
Let's check.
RD, I did a vote in the Australian election. I just came from the Australian embassy to vote. I will not tell you who I voted for.
Erez.
Erez, there you go.
Yeah. You finish.
Yeah, no, I voted. All good. It took about half an hour. The bus took here. Yeah, because there's no one at the embassy. That's why. But the bus to get here took about an hour long. Traffic outside is insane. There's police. I'm sure you saw. There's police everywhere. There's the army everywhere, which is good.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's safe.
And also, just to be clear, it's the same like that every year. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, it is.
Erez is a bit wooden, is what I would say. He doesn't seem to be, at least last night, he wasn't really in the spirit of it. Hey!
Isn't he quite a professional host? Like, it's his gig, so you should know how to loosen up.
So tonight, there will be singing, there will be dancing, there will be winners, customers, so forth. There will be an amazing celebration of purified.
First time watching this.
Really?
Yeah, Assie and Lucy seem to be taking over the majority of this intro.
And it looks like they just brought their dad on. Onto stage.
Yeah.
Eurovision Song Contest 2019.
Don't you get tired of watching the same performances over and over? There were some that I remember in 2015, I had seen Boggy perform about 20 times, and I was just like,
How
stop.
many times do you want to cut your wrists?
I was like, no, this can't happen. Stop it. I don't need to see an AK-47 out of trees again. I liked it the first time.
Those postcards on. Apparently, the postcards are really good.
Yeah. So the postcards, it's just them dancing in various bits of Israel. Some people are better dancers than others, it turns out. You can tell the ones where they were like, okay, maybe they're not a natural dancer because they're not given any choreography to do.
Tamta's alright though.
Oh yeah, Tamta's good.
She said she's not a dancer, but she's doing well. Okay, this is the first time I've ever seen this. This is my favourite song of the year, so I can't wait to see this.
And remember, folks, even if their vocals don't sound good now, they're probably saving it for tonight.
They would be. They definitely would be today. I love her wet hair look. It's so good. Oh. It feels very Swedish.
Yes.
How many times have you seen this now?
To be fair, I've seen it more than I've heard it because it wasn't working the first day.
Oh, that's right.
Very slick choreography.
Very good. I want to see the size of her heels. Look at that. Oh, they're pretty big. Not as big as she brought it into the press center.
Yeah.
But they're big.
How were her vocals during the jury show? They were pretty good. They weren't the best of the night in terms of just general vocals, but they were pretty good. And now, yeah, I love that.
Oh, yeah. She's probably just not trying very hard right now.
And there's that ripping off of her jacket. It's still not working.
The replay bit's not working very well.
But it was working earlier in the week.
How is it meant to look?
I've actually, it's not like a stutter. It was more.
Yeah, that's just
Now it's like.
Yeah. I love that. That's an amazing song.
Also, yeah, you can like the vocals The vocals aren't picked up great on the mic.
But also, you can tell she's sending her vocals. Like,
Yeah. Oh, it just doesn't
yeah,
work.
it's not good. I don't like that.
Yeah, the replay effect just isn't working, and it definitely was earlier in the week.
Oh, thank you, Bartosz. We love you too.
All right, Montenegro.
I was just going to say, and this isn't me trying to be shady, but Bar Raffaele wouldn't have picked her as a supermodel. Maybe. I'm sorry. I saw her yesterday as well. It's like, I'm just saying, if I passed her on the street, I wouldn't have said that is a supermodel.
Yeah. I think she's quite short as well, isn't she, for a supermodel?
Yeah. Like the woman who was hosting the red carpet. I forget her name.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she forgot half of the script.
There's a wonderful video online that someone's compiled 3 minutes of her getting it all wrong.
Yeah.
It's amazing. She looks to me stunning, that woman. And Barbara just looks very...
she's attractive.
But very girl next door, almost in a way. Which is interesting.
Noah Tishby.
That's it, Noah Tishby. Okay, this is the first time I'm seeing this as well. I've heard so much. I love that scarf though.
Yeah.
The scarf is banging. Montenegrin scarf, red with the gold tips. So my favorite flag in the world is the Montenegrin flag.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Okay.
Even though it's similar to Albania, like...
Yeah, it's just like colour reflective.
Yeah.
She managed to... Yeah, she did call Kaino's song Spiritual.
That's right.
I didn't realise how young these guys all are.
Yeah.
Like, the oldest is like 20 or 21.
And like, yeah, he's by far the oldest. Like, the rest are like 19, 18.
Yeah.
You got a 17-year-old in there as well.
Hang on. Go team! Sorry, Suzanne's not here, so somebody has to do it.
I didn't know this was a thing.
That one in particular does have a tendency to overact a little.
He's definitely an overactor. Need to take it down a couple of notches.
Here's the thing, they're all trying very
I
hard.
was going to say, they're all talented.
Yeah, it's just... the package is not working for
Even the
them.
choreography is just bad. You know, I actually like the song.
It's really catchy, but I don't know if it's because I've heard it 100 times. And to be fair, they've never been vocally really that off. They did have a tendency to overshout each other at one point, but...
Did you prefer the Montevideo staging? Yeah, okay. At least it was memorable.
Yeah. This is 6 people singing to each other.
In terms of you guys saying last place, you know what? Serbia's voting in this semi-final, so I don't think so. Although, if they do qualify, I will eat this hat.
Uh-huh. Right, they're doing the dancing. Are any of them going to fall over today? No. We're all right.
They're holding each other tight.
Well, good for them.
Laura Burns, please fall.
Oh God, I think they'll be fine.
Ramat Gan.
Yeah, so it's Darude and Sebastian getting ready for their dancing bit.
I've heard a lot about these boots/pants things.
Oh yeah, it's a look. Okay, Darude and Sebastian aren't dancing so much as watching people dance.
Yeah. You know what? They know their abilities. They're like that.
Yeah. Yes, the ribbon dancers did all of the work there.
Will they carry them to the final though? Soon to find out. Oh, yeah, those boots are thigh high.
It's jeans, it's not boots.
And ask the volunteers if I could bring food inside for dinner. This was their reply. It was such an awkward interaction.
Oh my god. Right, okay, yeah, we may have started the... It was Montenegro.
The country or the performance?
Right, we may have accidentally started a rumor about an American Song Contest, but we now are 99% certain it's for the
Let's
Netflix.
just run with it. It's going to happen.
It's for the Netflix Will Ferrell film that they're making, we think.
Oh, thanks, Julie. Yeah, it's definitely. I wonder what it's going to be though. Now I just kind of want to go to find out.
Also, why would Krista Bjorkman be there? Unless they want to make it look official.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, is that whole movie being sponsored by the EBU?
I mean, they must have given them permission to use the concept. I don't know what was going on over there.
No, but
Somebody
nice
was...
the press centre's so full. I haven't been here for 2 days.
Okay, Sebastian's on the floor, which I'm certain he's never done before.
Oh, is he? Oh, by the way, I don't like this performance in the slightest. My eyes have not been on the screen for the last 2 minutes. Let's realise this.
They're too far apart is the real problem with
It's such a big stage, yeah. Too many acts try and do wide shots. It just doesn't, what's the point? Although I do love that.
The woman in the back, yeah. This shot is good.
Yeah.
This bit.
Ah, nice.
Is that the best shot in your performance? Is the one of them?
So, yeah. The shot where she rises from the LED back onto the iceberg really is pretty good. I don't think Darude's name will get him televotes.
Let's be real. When was the last time you guys thought of Darude?
Other than the meme.
Other than the meme before they announced him for the contest. He's very talented, but it's not a draw card, let's say.
And I don't feel like his fans, because obviously he still actively DJs, I don't feel like they're necessarily going to go vote for Darude.
I don't think they'll be watching Eurovision to be fair.
Yeah. To be fair, that was a bucket list moment, seeing Darude DJ Sandstorm live in front of me at Euro Club. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that would have been cool. I love the fact that he owns it though. He knows that that's his song, and he owns it. He's not that kind of guy. It's like, I'll play all my new stuff.
Yeah.
You know what we want. Right, we got Poland. Oh, a great little performance. They're dancing with males, guys. Great song as well.
Yeah, the music in the postcard is all really unique.
Sounds very Moldova last year.
I'm not fed up with any of them yet, Gillian, but give me time. By Friday, I might be.
Oh, I love their outfits. It's very, don't like to use the word, but oriental.
The headpieces give that kind of vibe.
I think maybe just the red as well.
Yeah. Yes, this is a rehearsal for later on. The family show is just another rehearsal. Why is the Mac not charging? There we go. That was a momentary panic when I saw that go red.
So I'm not sure how I feel about the faces on the LED in the background. It's a bit.
Oh, that's like mine and Suzanne's favourite bit.
Oh, really? I just feel like it's a bit of a cop out. It's just like, what do we put on the LEDs? Oh, just their faces, because why not?
They're beautiful faces.
They are beautiful.
The other
You can't watch this online somewhere. Is that the... I'm just going to tilt it this way a bit.
Yeah.
Because it was nearly in shot. Oh, actually, no, it's fine.
That was just people.
Yeah. They're not pulling a Jacques Houdek. Sisters are pulling a Jacques Houdek.
Bernardo's face is losing it.
They're singing in front of themselves, singing. At least Tulia are just posing.
There are some beautiful shots in this. But it's not
Okay,
very
now that's-
dynamic. Do you know what I mean?
It runs
It's
out
very
of steam.
one note. It's very one note.
Once they get off the Lazy Susan, it's a bit...
Please tell me it's going to be fire. Please tell me it's going to be fire. Fire of love, guys. No fire. That's a missed opportunity right there.
Thank you, Gillian.
I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more metal. Like, I know, I heard their cover of what's Metallica's, I forget what it was, but it was like very metal. I liked it.
Somebody said Isaiah did faces and everyone complained of narcissism. 2 years later, everyone has faces and it's all okay.
That's very true. That's exactly. No, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay. I don't like it.
I think it was Isaiah's looked different.
I think the thing about Isaiah is just kind of go, why? Like, who is he? Without being shady, it's just like, very like, who is he?
Because
why is he here?
Yeah, because there's 4 of them.
Yeah, okay.
It's a bit like it's not all about one person. Isaiah was just a bit confusing.
I'm very proud that Australia have said, stop saying yes to Sasha Don Baptiste. And they basically said, you know what? She's not been working well for us. So we're going to do our own thing this year. Right, we're down to Slovenia, who did a little bit of a couples dance.
Yesterday this was a little bit boring.
Yeah, I heard from people yesterday that the jury show performance was a little bit boring. I don't know how it could be less or more boring. The whole song seems to me to be a little bit one note as well. But we'll see.
I mean, I'm a fan, but I will admit, I think also I've seen this. This is probably one of the ones where repeatedly watching it doesn't do it any favors because you don't notice anything different anytime.
The thing that really draws everyone into this performance is like you literally see them like literally in love with each other on stage. If you see that 7-8 times, you're just like get a room. Like
yeah. Although at least it's realer than last year's couple.
Who was last year's couple?
Almaya.
Oh yeah. Well, didn't
that work out well for them? Yeah, you can't spice this up. You're right. It's
no, they're doing a great job with this.
Yeah.
Like they've done everything perfect with this. Do you reckon they're going to end it in a kiss tonight?
I wonder whether that might be a grand final one because Navi didn't kiss until the grand final.
I feel like these guys would they wouldn't just kiss. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Alfred and Amaya broke up, or at least Amaya broke up with Alfred, from what we understand. But I don't know whether that was Spanish media making her the villain.
Oh, typical Spanish media. Jade and Sebastian, they're just friends. Is that what they tell us? They're just friends. No. What does Nelly Furtado say? Flames to dust, lovers to friends.
I really only know a couple of Nelly Furtado songs.
I'm not proud.
Taylor, there is a section on the website about how to apply to join WIWIBloggs, but I would say don't do it for another month or so. Like, do it mid-June, and then we'll start looking at things again because it's too busy. Etienne is also in the hot air balloon with the sisters.
Isn't half the team there?
Yeah. We were saying, like, disaster contingency planning is not going well here because it'll be me, you, and Sinan.
Might just be the end of WIWIBLOGS.
Yeah.
How many people can you fit into a hot air balloon?
Well, I was wondering that. I think there's more than one.
Well, Julia's just here now, and she was on it too, actually.
Yeah.
Did I like last year's hosting? God, no, the worst hosts of all time. At least in my living memory.
I'm not from Doncaster, no. I don't think I've ever been there. Hang on, I'm sure that on their, like, everybody's like, oh, they're not a couple and they're joking. I mean, you just need to look at their
They've got a joint
Instagram account,
which is always the peak of like creepy coupleness, right? When someone makes a joint Facebook Instagram.
I mean, it's very cute, but I think it's more an artist page that they then just use to post loving pictures of each other. There was one where they definitely were in bed together, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no, guys, they're
definitely a couple.
They're in love,
and it's very adorable. I mean, they walk around everywhere holding hands.
Oh, you know.
Oh, here we go! Yay!
Hey, it's the yellow wiggle.
Also, you do realise that everyone Portuguese watching this now is going to destroy you for saying that.
Honey, I'll take it. Give it to me. You cannot.
Philomena was good.
No, okay. I exaggerate. Philomena was amazing. The rest, get rid of them all.
Yeah.
Actually, the girl who was from NCIS, she should have been the main host.
And Philomena
backstage.
Yeah.
And that dynamic would have worked perfectly.
Yeah. It was a too many cooks spoil the broth moment.
Oh, I feel it's going to be the same this year. Honey, every show does 2 hosts at the most. Why do 4?
I mean, the Ukrainian robots were probably the worst.
I thought they were adorable. There's nothing like diversity than 3 white men, right? Oh, I like this. This is very
yeah, Instagram was what we
very
were saying.
Instagram, like very D-sound from Norway this year. Boy, Ant, rip that up. Rip it up.
I'm only a friend.
I like that really naff audience shot.
I liked the 2015 hosts. They weren't great, and Conchita was the best bit.
Conchita was great. Again, there's too many. They try and make a statement with hosts. Stop making statements. Just have hosts.
The blonde girl was good as well.
Nothing beats Germany.
Oh yeah, Germany had the best host. Like, well, no, actually,
Oh,
Petra and
Mons
Mons,
yeah,
and
Mons
Petra in general. But Anke Engelke is a queen. Now, is he going to nail this right? Yes.
Oh, that was good.
I really like that. Albert jumps from one box to the other, but the way they make the shot work is really cool.
Yeah, this is a definite qualifier now. I really like this.
Yes, the Anchor sand meme is wonderful. We are sand and we are sand. Oh, God.
I like that he implied.
He's such a good leading man.
Yeah. I love how he's turned this into a stadium performance now.
Remember when people were saying this is one of the worst Eurovision songs of all time when it was selected?
Actually, artists here on the side have been saying this is a horrible song. Like other contestants I've heard have said this is not a good song. They don't like it. Not going to say who.
That's T.
Huh?
Slovenia was good.
Yeah, much more romantic.
Yeah.
You felt it more this time.
I mean, it's not an inventive song. At the end of the day, it is just the words "friend of a friend of a friend of a friend."
Who cares?
But it's catchy and
You don't hear anything like it.
yeah. Australia had worse shows. Only Conchita was delivering. What was the?
I agree. No, I didn't like Australia.
No, the blonde girl I thought was good. Arabella was a bit dry. Or was it the other? Hang on. Yeah, Miriam I thought was good. Alice was all right. Arabella was like a newsreader, and that's not. I don't know who these people are, but there's a conversation going off to the side of us. They're now fake interviewing people.
I love when they do this.
Yeah. It's members of the press team that they're quote unquote interviewing. Not press team, production team.
And that's the thing. You think that these questions are all like on the spot when you're watching the show.
Yeah.
It's like, no, these are rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed.
Although the one that wasn't was the Melvin.
Oh, what happened there?
Well, remember in the grand final after the stage invasion, they suddenly
They
cut
had
to, we have to
right.
cut to an interview with Melvin, and it was not prepared well at all.
You really think hosts should be able to think on their feet like this, huh? But, you know, what is a host nowadays?
Mm.
What do we think about the venue this year? Give Lion a cat. I like the venue this year. The only downside is the stadium is too small, and too small from the sense of like it'd be nice to give more people the opportunity to go inside.
Yeah.
That's the only downside. I think the stadium's beautiful this year. They've looked after us really well.
Actually, yeah, people are like, Australia holds a special place. Austria holds a special place for me. That's where my ESC obsession begun. I do think I give them a bit more of a chance because that was the first one I ever attended in person.
Now it's for me the same with Kiev. Kiev's probably still my favourite. Even if everyone's just like, it was a very average Eurovision, it still holds a very important place in my heart.
Suzanne is on her way back from a hot air balloon.
I feel like this guy's probably far more charismatic in Hebrew.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Erez.
He'd be far more charismatic in
Erez
Hebrew.
Tal? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Use that one. Yeah. Etienne's on the other one. But
I wouldn't mind them even doing some hosting in Hebrew. Like,
You guys say hello to Colombia.
hola Colombia, ¿cómo estás?
This is Spanish. You speak in Spanish.
Un poquito más, pero yes.
Chris, how would you like to
hello, Colombia. You're currently on the WIWIBLoggs live stream as I'm doing this.
circle around Colombia what you're seeing?
Hello, everyone.
Guys,
Thank you
say
so
hello
much.
to Colombia.
Yeah, everyone say hello to the Colombia live stream. Love you. Enjoy the show this year.
Muchas gracias for serving that English language wilderness.
Hello.
Hola Colombia, ¿cómo estás todos? Hola.
Yes, OGAE Colombia there on some kind of
I love that they have an OGA
Video.
group. I love that.
yeah.
You're hungry, Josie Papai. How do you pronounce Josie? It's like Posse or
Yossi. Everybody always gives us crap because we can't say it. It's like I can't say Bilal's song name properly because I can't pronounce it. I think it's now Hua.
oh yeah, I can't do that either.
Yotzi.
Roy.
Yotzi.
Yotzi, there you go.
Yotzi.
Ron's not trying to get in the shot. Do you think this is a qualifier? Chris?
Yeah. I think it's really beautiful. There's a really good shot later on.
Okay. I did prefer Origo. But I didn't really like Origo that much.
You see, I really loved Origo. And this I do like. I don't think it's as strong as Origo, actually, in retrospect, but it's more jury friendly.
Oh, that's right. They got pictures of everyone's father.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
use of the LED.
Oh, Slavko just walked
Hey,
past
Slavko's
us.
in the house.
Don't recognise her without the braid.
Do you guys want to see Slavko in the live chat? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, it's just like a lovely golden landscape. It's unlike when Lithuania is just all gold, because at least
That's actually beautiful.
yeah.
That's actually beautiful.
Oh, it gets better.
This is how you do LED.
Yeah. Really, really good.
Oh, don't worry, Marky Mark. If we get Slavko on here, we're going to ask him about T-Mole.
Yeah.
And he won't hold back. He'll love them.
What was... Elbow Lady was at the red carpet. There were pictures of us with her.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's weird.
Pyro didn't work?
Oh, no, Hungary used Pyro, but usually they don't use Pyro in the family shows, like if they don't have to.
Ah, right.
Because you have to pay every time you use them.
I mean, yes. That's what it is. It's Yahtzee. The C is pronounced as... Okay, so it's the same as like Serbian. So the C is pronounced as TS. BV, when Etienne comes in, we'll let you know. Right, we got Belarus, Zena.
Yeah.
This girl can dance. This girl can dance.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where it's like, where you can tell who they trusted to give choreography
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And she's outshining him, to be fair.
I really like the postcards. I think these are the best in a long time,
Yeah.
actually. What was last year's?
Were they different shots of Portugal last year?
Last year, yeah, it's not a moment.
With me, probably.
Okay. They have every time, because there's so much going on here, I do always notice different things, like there's writing on the heads and stuff that are on her LED. There's so, yeah, I mean, all the dancing as well. Actually, the dancers are always on point in this song too. Do you want to show it on the live stream?
You have to move the camera, it'll dip.
Look at William's coffee.
I don't know if
Wait a second.
Oh, hang on, that's...
they
Look at
3D
it.
printed.
Okay.
Let me just focus.
This is not going well.
Oh, this is not focusing. It's so
Yes,
sad.
I'm banana. Oh, well, it's my face.
It's William's face on the...
On a coffee. This is not working.
Ain't working, bitches. You see our new t-shirts? 10 years, babies. That's 1010.
Don't know how else you'd put numbers together to make 10, but yeah, thank you, Bernardo. I don't think 16 is too young for adult Eurovision. We've had people even younger win it. Sandra Kim. I'm shading him because I love him. Yeah, we'll put it on Insta, I'm sure. If you want to see me really lip syncing, come to Euroclub. I'm usually being quite. Yeah, that. Actually, yeah, she was going for the notes, which I'm surprised because she doesn't need to today. And usually she is one of the ones where she's been very clever in not always going for the notes because she doesn't need to in rehearsals, but probably wants to put on a show. And fair play to her. My favorite drag queen. My favorite American drag queen is probably Katia or Tatiana. In the UK, it's Meth. Because Meth is... Actually, if I just say Meth is amazing, that's going to sound weird out of context. The drag queen called Meth is amazing. Zayn is a Eurovision princess. She is... Yeah, the talent in that girl at 16, so good. And here's the thing, I think she could come back in later years very easily, and I would not be upset at all. Serbia. No, I'm not surprised that a 10-year-old would be watching Eurovision. I watched it when I was 6. That's how I fell in love with the contest when I was that young. Young. Julia Rose.
Show everyone. So they're giving out free copies.
We'll try again and see whether it works this time because it didn't work last time.
Oh, yes.
Careful, it's going to spill. Yeah, that you can kind of
Not
see.
saved.
Who was that meant to be, actually?
I didn't mean to spit on you.
No, it's fine.
It is
Kate Miller, hi, Key.
in caffeinated form. Hey, Jillian. Aussie.
Aussie.
Oh my god, I could go for some nachos. EC fan forever. ESC. God, I can't speak.
How was
Getting high on a balloon.
Yeah.
And
Let's put it that way.
We did definitely get high on a balloon with Sister. They were fantastic. One of them was afraid of heights, the blonde one.
Oh.
But she was telling me how she's just ripped out the carpet in her apartment. And she's just moved in by herself. So I was just like, hell yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cameron. You are too kind. I'm very proud of Australia. As you can tell, I've got coffee currently burning me. You can't really see it anymore. But the Kate and Kenny look is now coffee. It's fantastic. Hope everyone is going well. Suzanne has just been out for a few hours, but she will be back. Yes, Serbia is serving those golden pools. I think she's the diva of this year.
She is so, yeah. Like, in vocal killing it diva kind of way.
Oh, let's do a boomerang.
Pour it together to be sisters.
Don't
you try to hide.
If somebody loved me, they would get me coffee. Anyone? Good news tonight. One thing that happened last night, there was it looked for a second like there was going to be too much smoke. But they've fixed that today. It's fine. I will get my own coffee. I've already begged somebody to get me one earlier. Okay, so right, Elliot, bless him. Elliot is definitely one of the acts where maybe he is not a dancer, but yeah, he has people dancing around him, and yeah. I never remember how old he is. How old is he? I think I asked this last night and I couldn't remember then. "18. Thank you. Oh God, he was born in 2000. Oh, that's depressing. Oh God, Zaina must be like 2003 or 2002. Oh my God. Oh my God, why are you all so young? Oh. Oh. I feel bad because my brother's 99, but anyway, my God. I know it's literally 16. Anyway, Elliot. He looks more confident this morning. I think maybe there was a bit of extra pressure on him last night, obviously because it's a jury final. Okay. I'm 1991. I feel old being born in 2000.
I think this is one time.
I've hit the point in my life where I can no longer even pretend I'm not in my late 20s. So.
Oh, don't you hate that?
Yeah.
I started hating when they stopped asking me for ID. I'm like, I thought I still looked about 18.
I was 19 and didn't get ID'd, and by then, like, 28-year-old boyfriend did, and I was like, what?
Yeah, we are old. You're 28 too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not mine. I'll tell you what, it's downhill after 21.
Yeah. Yes, I had a 20-year-old boyfriend when I was 19.
I don't like this.
Oh.
Sorry, I just walked in on this.
Out of nowhere.
Sorry, I just walked in on this. I looked up and I went, why are there drummers? What's with this? Sorry? No, he's adorable, but it ain't good.
Have you got your Elliot mug? Bernardo, do you have your Elliot mug you want to show off, or your badge? Show off your Elliot badge. Because I can't show off your badge.
My badge? Which badge?
The Elliot badge that you are literally wearing right now.
I'm wearing an Elliot badge. And I also have like one of the things you can put like juice in to go to the gym. How do you call that?
Shaker
A bottle. Yeah,
a bottle.
I have one of those as well with his name.
You have a drinks receptacle with Elliot's name on it. Great.
Elliot is amazing. Vote for Portugal.
This isn't a show you can vote on yet, but I don't know whether Georgia is a shock qualifier anymore, but I do think that it's qualifying.
You think Georgia's qualified?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. I've heard so many positive things about this. I'm not even being sarcastic. Is he blinking now? He's still not blinking.
He blinked a little more last night. Why do I think Georgia is qualifying? Because the staging's great and he's vocally brilliant. He might not be a vocal that you like, but you cannot deny he is vocally very, very, very good.
Again, this is how you do LED, not
Yeah.
faces. Actual create an ambiance, create an environment around you.
And that's a great shot.
Yes, girl. Did a dream, hunting.
Oh,
Oh, TMD Blink, thank you so much.
thank you, TMD Blank. Thank you so much.
Oh, Australia's moved up to 4th in the odds. That only indicates that the jury show went very well for Australia. Which doesn't surprise me, really.
No.
Out of the semi-final one, it probably has won the jury show.
Why you're so old? I ask myself that every day.
Australia might be a shock winner. We'll find out. We will find out. I hope so. I hope so. I think.
Of course, you would hope so. You're Australian.
No, but like, you know, when a country puts in enough effort, I'm like, they deserve to win, whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
Australia's put in the effort. You know, Netherlands has not put in the effort.
Oh, no! They've got another rehearsal on today to try and fix it all. So they are making an effort.
Let's wait and see.
He didn't blink for that entire shot, by the way. He's gone back to his non-blinking ways.
Imagine that poor person on the team has to say, look, we really like your performance, just blink. We don't know how to tell you, but just look more human.
Evan Adarami is just trashing things around the press centre at the moment. Don't worry. This is so well
This is
staged.
banging. And I hate this song.
Yeah, I did
This is
not
a
like
that
this song.
I had to skip it every single time it came.
It was my number 40. Oh yeah, yeah,
All right, we're on camera, guys.
yeah. You do it. And, if
Ah,
we're being filmed,
It's looking like it's going to be some really tough competition. I'm loving Australia at the moment, but even Georgia. Cyprus? Cyprus is my favourite song. I don't know how I feel about the staging just yet. And Greece, we have to wait and see.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries.
there we go. What are you talking about? The song is good. I mean, if you like this type of song, yes, you would like it. You would like it.
I didn't ask you, do you want coffee? You're reminding me.
I would have a coffee.
I'll grab one. Who do you want?
Surprise me.
So I'm surprising Chris with coffee. Let's go. Oh, hold on.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I
okay,
need
yeah,
to
that's
watch
fine. You can watch
I haven't
this.
seen this yet. It's Australia. You know what, maybe in the chat, vote who do you want to see on top of Chris's coffee?
Huh? Who will top my coffee?
Why is wailing in the live stream? That is the most insulting thing anyone's ever said to me.
Here we go. Queen Kate. Somebody said D-mole.
Let's do it. Oh, this is actually amazing.
It does. Do you think Australia could win it all? I don't know. I feel like if they didn't win with Sound of Silence, I don't know whether this is. I don't know. I think it's definitely top 5. It should be.
I hope it's more than this. Like, this is great. It's
Oh,
feeling
no,
a
it does.
Okay, it's feeling a little bit one note right now. You know that idea of the second verse, you need to change it up? They need to do something. Oh, let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, they're changing the camera angles.
Just the control she has to do that.
Yeah, right. And all in unison. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm starting to get chills here. Oh,
She's
saving her
singing
voice.
down.
Yeah, she's saving her voice. Yeah, okay, this is actually amazing. I'm sorry.
There we go.
And when she hits that high note, it'll be banging.
And she's hit it every time she wants to.
I like that they do show the polls just for a split second. I
Yeah.
like that. Because people are going to be going, how are they doing it? It's like, oh, SHIT, she's on the poll. I like how it sounds in a different register as well, though.
Get you a queen who can do both.
Guys,
Exactly. So instead it pulls out thinking it's a video by having the polls, which is what the Benjamin Ingrosso
yeah.
thinking is, I think.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, time to grab a coffee.
Yay! We have a break after Australia, presumably to help Kate down. And the backing dancer singers.
The atmosphere is so rock and roll. Good night to Lake Malawi from Czech Republic. I have to ask you guys.
Hero, gravity. Oh, because Sebastian, have they stopped doing them?
Bad news, guys. The power is out. Coffee machine. They told me it would be
dear.
5 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. Do I have a partner in life? I do. I have a partner in most things. D-Mol on Chris's coffee, yeah.
I wouldn't be that mean.
I'm just going to nip to the bathroom quickly.
No worries.
We're on a break.
All right, how are the hostess here? Right now we have Barafieli in the green room. She's actually good. She's actually good. It's just that thing of seeing 4 different hosts is a bit too much. I'd like to see less. CB EXO, is this Australia's best entry yet? If she can deliver vocally, it will be. The thing about Dumim's performance, it was great staging, but amazing vocals. This is better staging. With vocals, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. Now that I've seen the act's thoughts, it's like 90% of the way there. Vocals need to be obviously upped. Slight different camera angles I would have chosen as well, but like it's being very nitpicky. I love this, really.
Okay, are you ready to go with the competition? Come on. Okay, only 23 more songs to go.
Owen, thank you about the hat. Top 10 is really tricky. I'll probably just say top 5 would still be Cyprus, Switzerland, Australia, Malta, and France. France would actually probably be like 2nd or 3rd right now, actually. So now we got Iceland coming up. They're dancing in the best way that Iceland can. It's very much hatred will prevail. I do love their dancing though. It's very different.
What was it? It's fine. Iceland. Hate will prevail.
I haven't seen this either, and it's not been. Oh, wow, some excitement here. I haven't heard a lot of really positive stuff about this. So I want to see why.
Duncan Lawrence is essential. I like Duncan.
I like this.
I like that. Gabby, your priorities are in order, yes. It's that little thrust that Clemens does where it's like, yeah. Yeah.
You feel it. You feel it. I really like this actually. I do feel like they've tamed it a little bit, but it's still good.
I like how you said they've tamed it as a wall of fire and smoke comes out.
Like less. How do you say? It's less Devon, more William. Yeah. But I like it. Like I do like it.
It's Devon more.
It's just different. Rod's saying it's to vanilla. Now I love vanilla. Vanilla's my favorite flavor.
I'm not passing any.
I would have. Do you know what?
They
just had a close up. Who's the person in the background?
The drummer. Oh, the Matthias's head, like a bust of him. And they're still making. Oh, spawning on there. I'm just gonna see what's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we might be back. But it's not said.
You guys see us again?
Oh, we are. Yeah, we're
Perfect.
on. Sorry if we lost us there.
We're back now with Estonia. What's his name?
Victor Crone.
I've seen him like 5-6 times. Horrible. Victor did say to us at like a party a couple of nights ago that he's a bit worried about it's still not working, the transition.
It worked last night at least.
Okay, good.
Yeah, all you missed then was the end of Hatari and the postcard of Estonia, I think.
Oh, he goes high. Does he always go that high?
I think so.
I thought it was lower and then he goes high. I really like this.
Yeah.
Can break a man like this, and when it all comes down.
I think it's so easy. Like, I think it's really quickly catchy, this one as well, though.
Yeah.
Which might
Gets in your
help.
head.
Yeah.
And he's so charismatic too.
It's very simple, and that might still do it well.
Yes, it's a little bit 2012, but like, I like it. It's really great.
The one problem with this is that the recap doesn't show the best bit, which is the AR bit.
Did I just miss the AR bit?
No, it's coming now.
Like, did I just...
Oh, I think I might just disable my phone by accident. No, it's fine.
See, they didn't put Victor Kroon's face in the background. They just show Victor Kroon. That's all you need to do. Here we go.
Yeah, here comes the AR.
It's funny. This would have won Eurovision 2015, right?
I mean, Heroes is still a
14, yeah.
Grande Amore. Yes, it worked properly. So that's 2 rehearsals in a row now where it has worked properly, which is 2 more than we've had before.
I like that. That was really good. That was really solid.
I think the Estonians liked it. Will Estonia qualify? I think he has a bit of a chance.
Do they have friends in this semi-final?
No. Oh, Finland. Finland and Estonia are close.
Don't know if it's enough friends.
No. I mean, if Sweden were in, that would have helped him, considering he is Swedish. But
Conan is so extra.
Also, such a good dance.
Oh, Slavko's not here anymore.
Oh, has he gone?
I wanted to get Slavko on a live chat.
I'm sure he'll be around. Here we go, Conan Osiris.
So, your verdict on the green outfit? It's a very strong semi-1. I'm worried that Cyprus can almost be forgotten.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm Jonathan from Israeli TV. Where are you from?
Australia, Sebastian.
Sebastian from Australia.
We're currently being interviewed again.
Alistair from Australia.
Alistair is also from Australia. There's quite a few here, actually.
Oh, he's...
Yeah, we travel far because we love it.
Is it okay if I ask you a question?
Of course.
Yeah, go for it.
So yes, Conan is... The lighting is so much better on this. The improvements are really there. Okay, yeah, Joao did not do the death drop. He's still saving himself.
And you can go for Australia.
I like how Sebastian just said, I'm worried Cyprus will be forgotten, and then just told Israeli TV that Cyprus would get his 12 points. Yeah, I mean, it's... somebody saying he needs to recover. Yeah, completely, he should.
Oh, Cyprus. Surprise. You haven't heard Cyprus yet from anyone?
No.
Oh, okay. It's the first.
Yeah.
I mean, their song is pretty good, but I don't think it's a winner.
Oh, hang on, this is the wrong plug.
I think the French guy can win.
Yeah, I think he might win.
I think he can win. It's a
Personally,
great story.
It's a very good stage.
The Israeli journalist just said Bilal could win, so I agree.
No worries.
Oh! That was a high note.
Oh, his dancing's on point. You know what? Before tonight, I was like, oh, I don't want this to qualify, but you know what? I really like this. Chloe, Australia is now 4th in the odds and past France. The reason why Australia is now rising in the odds is because out of that top 6, 7, 8, it's the only one that's performed last night in the jury final.
Yeah.
So what happens is...
Yeah, very good, Conan.
So what happens is, you know, juries aren't meant to reveal their votes to anybody, but they do, right? So they're probably telling people in the delegations who they voted for, and probably the delegations are starting to hear Australia's won semi-final one, or they're giving their votes to Australia. That's why Australia is now rising in the odds. But considering that the top 6, 7, none of them are in the semi-final one except for Australia, that's why Australia is rising up, and everyone else is kind of staying stable right now.
Alternative, and we don't know. We've not. There's no definitive thing that actually says that. Like, we've not heard anything.
No.
We it's. Yeah.
But we don't operate in a vacuum.
No.
You know, people text, people on Messenger.
Yeah. It's bound to happen. It shouldn't, but it does.
And every year you start to see the odds start to solidify after these jury finals.
That was the
I haven't seen Greece either. This is the last one I haven't seen.
Oh, you've seen San Marino?
No, oh, sorry, not San Marino either.
Delegation was able to connect with her, and then I was like, "Whoa, she's back on stage with you."
I do think France could win. I don't think he will. I want him to, but
it's all going to come down to juries, I think. But I needed a country to have momentum this year. I haven't felt any momentum apart from France. I want there to be a movement.
Iceland are getting a lot of press, but I don't know whether it's enough.
I thought it was going to be Iceland. I thought Iceland were going to be the ones getting the momentum. I haven't felt it on ground, but you know, on ground is very different to the rest of the world, the rest of Europe.
Yeah.
So last year, everyone was convinced that Albania was going to win. Like, it was.
Well, also we all convinced ourselves Ireland was in a chance with winning, and then
because those weird odds.
Yeah. We're just going to show the odds aren't trustworthy all the time.
Oh, I like that. That's really cute. So they throw a giant white beach ball into the crowd.
I sort of don't understand why nobody throws it back towards them. I don't know who catches it, but they do a good job.
I wonder if they warn the crowd there. They must.
Well, it's like AWS had.
I was there.
Stage plans.
I was there, and they basically said, no, yeah, they had guys who came in just for that song to be like, we're going to stand here just to push it back. I was standing next to those people. Yeah. I wonder if they got a special person in the crowd to throw back the beach ball. Oh, I love her voice. I don't know if I like that or not.
I think she wasn't going for it fully there.
So it was a little bit of a you know that note that you hit when dogs can hear it but humans can't?
Yeah, it was just a little bit. I think she tried to pull out of it and it just sounded a bit weird. So, but it's fine.
I love that the dancers are wearing dishwashing gloves. It's great. Nicola, I think Australia is going to do a bit better than televote than other years. Yeah, Australia will do better this year than previous years.
I mean, also, let's not forget, everybody's like, Australia doesn't have a televote. Damien still came fourth in the televote.
Yeah.
Admittedly, probably should have been higher, but... And this is the final one of the rehearsal.
You still wish this is Qualifier? Over others.
There are others I would rather see qualify.
Yeah.
I really like the song. I really like Serhat. I just feel like in terms of performances and artists, yeah, I just feel like there's others I would rather see in the final now. But I wouldn't be upset if he made it. There's only one act that I would be annoyed about if it made it, because it doesn't deserve to be there. Sorry.
like that.
What?
I'm sorry. It's just so crucial. Sorry. It's just not. When they did the reveal of Serhat, it's like, who gives her? Like,
Oh, bless.
it's like when they wheel out the singer from 20 years ago and just be like, remember that guy from 20 years ago? He's back. It's like Leo Sayer. Remember Leo Sayer?
I do remember Leo Sayer. I hadn't thought of that comparison, really. Has the we don't know whether the coffee machine has been fixed. It looked like the iPad was down
I'll
as
check
well.
after this.
It has a charm about it. I just feel like they're not using enough colour.
Yeah, it should have been popping more, eh? But I do like the fact that they're focusing on the Nana. What's with the static? Don't do static. All they need to do is get everyone to focus on the na. Oh, it's actually good. It's just there's something about the Serhat that just makes me.
I was saying, my first comparison on this, and you'll get this, I was like, it feels like a high school teacher who's put himself as the lead in the show amongst others. It's Mr. G.
100%. Everyone just looks at him and goes, "You're not the best one here, but you think you're the best one here."
Hello.
Hey, Lisa Jane.
Hi, wee people.
How are we?
Good, because my boys arrived.
Is that person? What is that guy wearing over there? The one in like underwear.
I mean, I guess it's at the top of his ass.
What's with the hat? Are you spotting up here?
What do you think?
Who is that?
Should we get him on the live stream?
He doesn't go through. I'm not sorry.
I feel like if we do, then we're gonna have to put like a censored bar on.
He's just conducting a normal interview as well. No, this is not Elbow Lady.
No,
this is our dear friend.
Lisa's not Elbow Lady. Elbow Lady has only been at the red carpet. She was a woman that came on. Oh my god! Like, I'm sorry, I just caught a glimpse of that guy again.
Oh, now we've got a front view.
Icelandic.
Yeah, I think
I'll
he's
bet on that.
potentially Icelandic. She came on our live stream the very first day, and she said that she was trying to become the 5th host of Eurovision. And in listing her accomplishments, she told us her elbow is famous in Israel, so she became known as Elbow Lady.
Oh, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Can Conchita come on the live stream when she arrives? I don't know whether she'll be in the press room, but if she does, we can try.
I'd love to get Slavko on the live chat if he comes
Yeah,
back.
no, we will.
Yay!
We get Lisa to pose with my.
Oh yeah, the tree behind you is called My Hera Tree. We've also got a potted plant called a Lady Flowera. You can tell that we've had to fill time occasionally on this live
Are
stream.
you like literally high?
I feel like it's either lack of sleep or.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, girl. Work that tree, hunty.
Thank you. Is Madonna still performing?
No. Short answer.
I think she will
She
be.
never was.
I think she will be, and this is all just get more press.
Why?
Build it up.
Why? What does that press do?
Brings. I think it. It's
They
Madonna.
They don't need Madonna to build a press. They've got Hattery for that.
But she's flown into Tel Aviv already. What she's probably just trying to do is get more money out of him. So you don't reckon she will be?
I never have done. Until I see a press release from the EBU or I see Madonna's arms on that stage, I will not believe it.
And we very well might if she is here.
Obviously the rest of her too, not just her arms.
Yes.
See, the hat is for Kepler, not for Carousel.
I've just gone out on a limb and predicted this as a shock non-qualifier.
It's my favourite song.
Ooh.
I can see that. Might be too long.
Right. We said if the first envelope out of the hat tonight is Montenegro, that's when we all shut down our website.
Yeah, we're off.
What does
So what do we know?
What
We
does
know-
Slavko
we
think
know
about
nothing.
Montenegro though?
Oh, he likes them. They're sweet. They're
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't realize how young they were, and now I'm like, oh. But also,
I'm like literally old enough to be their mother.
Oh.
Easily.
I love them. We're gonna see great.
Somebody said I'm gorgeous.
you are.
Yes.
Where were you guys when I was in school and being picked on for being ugly?
Oh.
I needed a WIWI live stream when I was
Yeah.
14.
I keep saying, you know the streamers you used to get to keep flies out of your door?
Yes.
Yeah, that is it. Cyprus did not fix the replay effect thing. No, it didn't look good again.
I'm not gonna lie, it didn't look good. Yes, Pop. Lisa is back.
Aw,
I love you guys.
the WIWI extended fam is the best.
Did you see Slavko? Because we walked across the back of it.
Yes.
Did you see us? Like
We were like, somebody said, oh, Slavko. We were like, what?
we went to see Charlene at ESC Extra.
When's he performing?
Slavko.
Yes.
At Euro Cafe
So-
on Friday night.
Friday. Okay.
Do I mean that? Yeah, Friday night. We're doing interviews on Thursday lunchtime. No, Thursday afternoon.
After,
nothing.
before this, or
Yeah, like
Yeah.
before the
before
the
family.
second semi-family.
Cool.
Let's plug your song while we're at it. Slavko, your song.
Lisa, you saying, what's your Insta? Type it in. Chris.
Oh, we're gonna talk about things.
Okay, yeah.
Right, Lisa Jane.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh crap.
Oh, yeah, no, just follow us on Insta.
Follow us on Insta. Follow me on Insta. Lisa Jane. YNE.
YNE.
Underscore
Yep.
77.
That's it.
Yep.
Let's pop you there. That's fine.
There you go. We just put my Insta in the little
Yeah.
feed. It's pretty much all Eurovision currently.
Yeah.
Surprisingly
Shocking,
enough.
isn't it, when that happens around this time of year? And then mine goes dormant for like months at a time.
Yeah.
Are you single? I am now. I wasn't until about 6 weeks ago. I was dating a vicar.
That's very
Dating the clergy.
There's a sitcom in that, isn't there?
Well, no, there is. What's it called? Fleabag.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
I haven't actually seen it,
That's
and
a
everybody
Catholic
tells
priest, though.
me.
That's kind of different.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be celibate.
Yeah.
Take a seat, Lisa. I'm gonna grab a coffee.
Oh, okay. I get to sit on the
Yeah.
live stream.
We're breaking ground.
Look, I've got hair dye on my boob.
Oh no.
And it like faded my tank top colour.
I use a what was the Macedonian guy in
Shit, look,
2015?
hang on. That guy missed out on a babe. You're presuming it was a guy.
What was the Macedonian guy in 2015 called? Former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonian guy. Have
Yeah,
to say
I
that.
knew what you meant.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
What was? Yes, Daniel K. Makovsky.
Oh yeah.
I have like an XXXL shirt that they gave me because that was the only one they had left. So I use that when I dye my hair to like cover myself. It's probably the Eurovision merchandise I've worn the
This goes
most.
really fast. Lisa, what's your biggest guilty pleasure song this year? There is no guilt in pleasure in enjoying stuff. Ireland probably is it. I love it. A lot of people don't like it. I couldn't care less what they think. I think it's cute.
Estonia's still not using the graphic bit for the
It's
recap.
sort of sporadic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who decides which part of the performance? The delegation decides. They get to choose. They get to choose the long recap piece and a short recap piece.
I like that man who can't get past Devon's dancing.
Can I just tell you, this guy right here, I adore him.
Oh, they're going after...
Do you
oh
think
my
Australia
God.
is a major threat
Okay.
in terms of the Netherlands?
Should I just turn it round so that they can see? Okay, there's no screen there, is there?
No, you'll be alright.
Oh, there you go. That's the man that we were talking about earlier, who is now interviewing Devon.
Definitely from Iceland.
There we go. Oh dear. Hey, look, it is. There is a.
We've been upstaged by a leather-clad.
I was going to say we can talk about Liam.
What?
Well, Liam always turns up in.
Oh yeah, Liam is Mr. Rubber.
Yeah.
What is he? Mr. Rubber, Australia,
Yeah.
Melbourne, 20.
One of the
15 or
one of our good friends around here, Liam, is he's like an award winner for rubber. That sounds like he's like in the rubber making industry or something.
No, he's
but-
in the rubber wearing
Yeah.
industry.
It's very Hatari before Hatari were a thing. Australia
Lisa,
are third in the odds.
What do you think about Portugal? I was really slow to the Portuguese party, but now I'm there and I love it. Where is Lisa from? Guildford. We already established that.
Somebody actually said Lisa from G-Ford
I am
in
a
the.
posh girl from Surrey.
Australia are indeed now third
Yeah,
in
they
the
are.
odds, which that's momentum as well. Sydney 2020, but not.
Sydney Holmes 2020. Lisa, who should win? Oh, well, who should win is... I don't know, I like loads of them.
Yeah.
Azerbaijan should win, but I don't think they will. I think Russia will win.
Really? Still?
Yeah. I think that we're pretty safe to say the winner's going to come from semi 2, not semi 1. Unless my beautiful France, that's my favourite actually.
Oh, yeah.
My beautiful Bilal, if he can do it, then that'll be great.
I really hope he does.
How are you feeling about your girl Panda? You know what? She's great. And the whole delegation are really happy with, her performance. She's doing so well. She performed last night at the Irish Embassy Do, which we all were invited to because, Ireland and Austria are the great superpowers of Europe. So we're, joined up together. It's great. Everyone is just really proud of her.
Somebody said, Maru, they played Siren Song in Euroclub last night. And I will say, I was disappointed there weren't as many people on the floor as I thought there would be during the leg kicks.
Were they all getting a drink?
Potentially.
I didn't go to Euroclub. Is Armenia in your top 10? I can't remember what's in my top 10. Have a look on my Insta, you'll find one. Oh no, I didn't put it on there, I put it on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook.
Yes. Siren Song OMG. Oh yeah, by the way, Dana International's on stage. I don't think we saw this last night.
Dana
Or was I
International,
cheating?
miming successfully for 20 years.
Is she singing Bruno Mars?
Well, no, she's not singing. I
Well,
don't,
yeah,
I don't
I
know
mean-
who sung it on the track.
Yeah.
But, it's not. Who should not qualify at all, Lisa? Sir Hat.
Yeah.
Marino.
That's one way of looking at it.
That's an easy question to answer.
Which was
That's
it?
the only thing I think shouldn't qualify this year.
What
San
one?
Marino.
I don't think it's making it now, unfortunately.
Oh, I think it will.
Really?
Solidly. Are you allowed to use that word on here? The fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
absolutely the biggest fan wank I've seen in a decade.
Oh, they're using the kiss cam thing.
Yeah, they found that only 4 straight couples in the audience. Straight people kissing at Eurovision. When did that happen?
Are they plants?
Yeah, of course they are.
We will be live streamed tonight. I won't be because I'll be in the arena. But
I'm hoping to be in the arena. I haven't got a ticket yet, but I've got friends.
I was going to say. Oh, here we go.
My face
Who is
my
it?
ticket. What did you get?
Oh, it's Carousel.
Carousel.
The first one ever ordered.
It's the first Carousel ever ordered. Well, I'm glad that I am repping my Latvian sweeties. Thank you.
They were really sweet.
Yes,
I met them on the red carpet. They were really sweet.
Yeah.
What do you think about Poland, Lisa? I think Poland is fabulous. I absolutely love it, but I don't think it's going to qualify.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can come and scream at people for 3 minutes and expect to go through anymore. This is not 2004.
They're like my number 11.
I've got like 7
multiple,
number 11.
yeah.
Lisa, what do you think about Croatia? I think Rocco probably is the best male vocalist that we have this year, but it's been jacked.
Yeah.
So I do think Croatia will qualify, actually. I think his vocal is enough that he will get over the line on a jury vote.
My argument is Jacques doesn't realise why people liked my friend.
Right, exactly. This is not, that's so true. What do you think of North Macedonia? I think it's great. I think you can tell that they've brought in somebody who knows and understands styling and staging, because that's always been their trouble before.
Yeah.
They've always had great songs, death by styling, death by staging. Did you spill the tea about X Factor? No, I didn't. Should I do that?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do this.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
You almost...
I'm like a fangirl over here at the moment, currently. Right.
Rylan and Scott Mills. Well, Rylan's been at Euroclub every single night.
No.
So I think he's been enjoying himself.
I saw Scott on the red carpet, orange carpet, whatever colour it was. Who's the dark horse this year? I think France is the dark horse this year. Lisa needs to be in the videos. Fangirling William and Devon. Yeah.
I don't remember this sounding like this.
What's this?
It's Poland Junior Eurovision.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
I definitely watched it.
Right, what are we talking about? X Factor?
Yeah,
Right.
X Factor.
So you can fire your questions about X Factor. Let's spend like a few minutes just talking about X Factor rather than. Right, Lisa, what happened with Slavko on X Factor? Well, I mean, nothing. I say I'm going to spill the tea. There isn't really an awful lot of tea to spill, but I'll tell you the story or whatever. So I think you guys know that Slavko was scouted at Eurovision in Kiev, and I've got the photos on my camera of like Louis meeting Slavko for the first time on my phone, which I don't have in my back pocket, or I would show them to you anyway. So Slavko was scouted there by Louis, clearly, thinking that Slavko was going to be essentially another Rylan, and that's what they were billing him for. Yeah, exactly. I look like I'm wearing something out of Iceland.
You do a little.
I do.
Maybe we should get that guy back and we can see.
Bondage bra style going on. Anyway, so I mean, I'll sort of tell you the journey from our side of things. So we got back from Eurovision from Ukraine. Slavko obviously went back to Podgorica, so I went back to London. And he called me, it must have been like 2 or 3 days later, to say, I've heard from them, I'm coming to London. Will you come and do my hair for the meeting? So we had to go for a meeting at Fremantle.
Do you want to explain? Because they might not know your story with Slavko's hair as well. Potentially.
Right. So how I met Slavko was I did his braid for him at the London Eurovision party in 2017. And we just kind of got chatting that night. And you know how sometimes you just click with people?
Yeah.
And I kind of could tell when he was announced as the artist from Montenegro in 2017, I could tell that, he was going to be one of the people. And I really was like, oh, I hope I get to interview him. That would be really fun. I think we'd make a good interview, the two of us. Little did I know then. So I was then doing hair and makeup for London Eurovision party that year. So I put the braid in for Slavko. And we were just chatting all night, just became friends. And that was kind of how it went. So we hooked up on Facebook, and we knew we would like hook up in Tel Aviv and see each other, and your sort of friendship is growing kind of thing. So then, he got this meeting at Fremantle Media in London. So he phoned me to say, I'm coming to London, I don't know anyone in London. Will you, A, do my hair, because you know how to do it, and also, will you come with me to the meeting? Because whilst his English is fantastic, complicated stuff on a contract or whatever, it's good to have a native speaker with you who can sort of do that. So I said, of course I will. So I went with him to that initial meeting, which was like, I can't remember when that was. It was like the end of May. It was very quick, like maybe just a couple of weeks after Eurovision. So, oh yeah, it was because something else was going on. Yeah, I remember. I can't tell you about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he came to London. We went to the meeting at Fremantle, and then they said they would let him know in a couple of days' time whether he would come back for the judges, like what's called the room auditions, which is the first one where you see them when they walk into the room and the judging panel and us sat there. So they messaged him and said he's coming back. So he then messaged me again and said, I have to come over for this audition, this room audition, but at that point you're still funding yourself in the X Factor journey. Once you get a certain way forward, they start paying for things. But in that initial period, you are funding yourself, and then you.
I can't imagine short notice flights from Podgorica to London are cheap.
Right. Well, they are the Ryanair fly.
It's a
There's a Ryanair, not every day, but there is a Ryanair from Podgorica to Stansted. So Slavko messaged me, and we stayed with my dear friend Diane, who is just lovely, in Guildford. There you go, Eurovision star.
There we go.
Went to Guildford. There's a photo on his Instagram page. If you scroll back a couple of years,
Guildford.
There's a picture of Slavko in Guildford High Street. So yeah, we stayed with my friend in Guildford because that's close to London, and so we could get in. And so I did a break for him there. We went into the room audition. You saw how that went because that went out on the TV. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't,
it's still probably on YouTube.
It is. And then from there on, it was just a bit of a circle of right now you're back for this, now you're back for that. So it's kind of easier with people in the UK because they're not having to travel a million miles to get there. But there were a number. So there was a guy Kevin from France. There was a woman from the Netherlands. I can't remember her name. She was lovely. Birgit, yeah, and then Slavko from Podgorica. So actually, in their category, in the overs,
I remember her. Yeah.
In the overs, there were 3 of them who were traveling across Europe. So yeah, that's what we did. So it was really X Factor that kind of cemented our friendship a bit. And if you see that very first audition, we were just messing around on the bridge, doing the pre.
The intro of him. Yeah,
postcard for want of a better term. So there's shots of us standing on the Millennium Bridge in London.
My favourite X Factor and Eurovision.
Pretending to be a couple because we thought that would be really funny. It's amazing what you do when you're bored. Yeah. Clearly, you named a tree. I feel like.
Did that actually? The chat named the tree.
Birgit Lewis. I should know that. My name is Lewis, but you're absolutely right, Birgit, and she's lovely.
In Kiev.
Yes.
William was interviewing Louis Walsh.
Yes.
And in the process of it, he was like, oh, Brendan's going to do great things no matter what with Eurovision. And then suspiciously, he ended up in X Factor very soon after. And it's like, could that have been related in any way?
So then your best friend ends up on... he probably wasn't my best friend then, he is now. But then this guy who you completely love, he's a really, really dear friend, ends up on X Factor, and of course then the hate that was piling through the internet. And I mean, Slavko deals with it like an absolute pro, but as he said, he's been doing it for the best part of a decade, being in Montenegro, and people don't necessarily get him in Montenegro. And the Balkan region. It's a fairly conservative part of the world. So then all this hate starts flooding through onto the social media, and I'm helping do his Facebook. And if you message Slavko on Facebook, I will see it as well because we both.
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works. And sometimes you'll see him put something out on Facebook, and then half an hour later you'll see it edited with the correct English.
Oh, bless.
Sometimes that happens. Then all this hate starts coming through, and I'm like, I can't deal with this. This is just awful. People saying, why don't you drink bleach and die? Okay, it's fine. You don't like stuff. I don't like the San Marinese entry, but I'm happy for Serhat that he's doing something he enjoys, There's ways of not liking someone and not liking someone. So, that was really horrible. But Slavko kind of taught me how to deal with that, and now I just...
There is one Eurovision artist who I won't name, who I have probably, on a level, personally disliked from their behaviour.
There's plenty that I dislike from their behaviour. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You and everybody else.
Well, yeah, everybody was the same with that person.
Exactly. But equally, I would not post on social media to him, why don't you drink bleach and die?
No. I would, I won't say this person's name on the live stream because
Right, exactly.
it's not the way you do it. But yes.
I'll tweet it. No, I won't.
That is totally not the person you talked about before. I don't remember who I was talking about before, but no, it's nobody this year. And it's not even like, honestly, it doesn't, I wouldn't want to be in a lift with this person.
No, but
I'm not going to go around
if they were to
being...
show up again, you'd be like, nah, here we go again.
Yeah, exactly.
Circus is back in town. Amazing story of Savco. What are your thoughts on the Netherlands? Well, I'll talk about change the subject. No, I want to finish about X Factor. So then X Factor, we do judges' houses. And that really, so we had spoken beforehand and we said judges' houses is where we want to get to. Because after that, like, the contract changes.
Yeah. And then it's a bit...
And you're a little bit more tied into the psycho. But before that, you can still explore other things. And if any of you guys were smart, you would have seen that actually before it had gone to the judges' houses, Slavko had announced that he was going to Moldova because that had already been filmed. And he went off to Moldova to do that gig with Sunstroke Project. So, yeah, if you were smart, you could work out that he hadn't made it through judges' houses. Although there was the public vote, but we knew we weren't getting through on that, so it's fine. It was the same with Eurovision, actually. We knew that it wasn't going to qualify, and we were really new friends at this time, but like we were still like, no, this is not going to qualify. So Slavko was like, okay, so I need to have another reason
we need to start.
We need to, and I wish I could get to all the artists before, because I feel like Slavko is a great case study for this. Like,
you can still make a thing out of this no matter what your result.
Not qualifying, left side, right side, actually that is immaterial. You need to have your own goals and your own measures of success for being at Eurovision. So Slavko decided that his work to introduce himself to Europe and for us to get booked for things after Eurovision and to continue that career.
Yeah.
And, you know, as
he most certainly has done that.
We've been to Australia where we did a great interview. He did a great interview with WIWIBLoggs in Australia. And I've still got my little kangaroo that Sebastian gave me. My little kangaroo is called William, and I'm going to make him a little W t-shirt.
Oh, that's adorable.
I say he's called William. I think he's a girl because he's got a pouch, but why bring gender into it?
See, it could be Suzanne.
No, I already called him William, so he has to say as William. So yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Questions then. What's Simon Cowell like? Actually, really nice. Yeah, I've got a lot of time for Simon Cowell, and you always have to remember with shows like The X Factor and The Voice and whoever, they are not trying to find the next big star. They are trying to create a Saturday night entertainment television program. So if you go into it with that attitude, which we did, we knew that's what they were trying to create. And, you know, Slavko's 33 when he did that, 32 when he did that. So he's older. He's not going in it thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
We knew what they were trying to create. So, you know, we were able to play along with understanding.
There are some, on that note, there are some Eurovision acts where you see when they don't qualify that they've just kind of looked at it in their bubble and they've not thought about the big picture, and then it doesn't go well for them.
Right.
Like, I mean, there's that story about Zibs last year when she started trashing the green room a little bit.
Did she? I didn't hear that.
Did you not know? There was a room, I don't know whether it's ever confirmed, but I think people in the arena were like, she threw a glass when she didn't qualify.
Nah.
Which doesn't seem like them, because I thought that they were really cool people.
They were cool. We had dinner with them one night in Portugal. Like Nikki Byrne, who threw a massive Divas drop and got on the first plane back to Ireland.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing with X Factor. Somebody said, "What? Do you remember Misha B? That whole that was very much a storyline that they concocted and created. I think
X Factor UK Eurovision people: Ruthie, Lucy, Sarah. Is that like a question? Which one do you prefer?
Which one would you prefer?
Sarah Alto. But Ruth Lorenzo, I love Ruthie as well.
Yeah.
I've met her a few times just because we achieved our goal and got booked for other things. We went to World Pride, we went to them. So we met Ruth Lorenzo a few times. She's a sweetie. I love her.
Everybody, I know everybody that I know who has met her is like, she's lovely.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. She's crazy as anything, but she's lovely.
Quick question, guys. Any questions for Anne-Marie David? Winner of
Eurovision.
Eurovision.
I just met her in the accreditation centre. Well, not met her.
We're about to interview her.
Oh, are you?
I'm going to ask her about her MyHeritage results. Any other questions you'd like to know about? She lived in Turkey for a bit, apparently.
Michael Rice and Lucy Jones. Grace Davies would be good. I will let you know when they have
Lisa, what are
anything.
your thoughts on the Netherlands? Okay, I'll answer that now that we've stopped talking about X Factor. But you can still post X Factor questions if you like. I'll be here for a few minutes. What are your thoughts on the
Anne-Marie
Netherlands?
David.
I think the Netherlands is a great song, but I think the staging is so dull. And it's, somebody said to me, this is missing something, and I can't think what. And I said, the answer is, it's missing a context. It doesn't have a reason for being or a place to sit on the stage. And there is something good in having a very stripped back, simple performance, but that doesn't really work. And it's 1 minute 20 seconds until you get a close up on Duncan's face. If you're going for a televote, you can't have almost half the song in wide shot before you see the singer, because there's no way to connect, and you need to connect with the audience down the lens within 20 to 25 seconds of the song starting. If you haven't done it then, it's a real challenge to win back those televote points.
Which I think is also, and I've already had a conversation with the live stream about this, because apparently I was a bit bitchy about him. But Michael Rice has the same issue, unfortunately. He doesn't. He performs to the audience in the stadium, which is great, and he'll get them on side.
Because why does he do that? What delegation is he here with?
The BBC training.
Right, exactly.
Do you think Bilal can win?
Yes, I do think Bilal can win. I mean, I think it would be a dark horse and a long shot, but I believe it could happen. I'd be happy. 2 weeks in Paris, I'm going to take my car, then I can bring as many shoes as I want.
What happened between Dower Bob and Hovey Star? They just didn't like each other. Pretty much. Would be a nice way of putting it. Luxembourg should return and win.
Agreed. Well, return at least.
Yeah. Although they'd be another one where...
Somebody said good point there, Lisa. I do have good points. Just no one to listen to. But you are a captive audience right now, so I'll tell you everything I think about staging, styling, and music.
What's going on now on stage? They're just showing like a recap of various different old performances. Including,
they're showing like the batshit, aren't they?
Well, they showed Taras Betsony, which is an odd choice.
Verka. They're just cutting between the years of like all kinds of stuff.
What would be your favourite host country entry?
My favourite host country entry? Lena, Taken by a Stranger. I really love that song. I think it's better than...
Oh, yeah. I think it's one that has aged really well as well. Like, I still go back and watch that.
Yeah, definitely.
Michael Rice wasn't happy with your review. Do you stand by what you said?
Can I just talk about it here? I saw him on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Like, totally shading you. And I was like, don't do that. You're like 21. You know nothing.
It's honestly...
I can't really say that.
Michael can have his opinion. I honestly was not being shady with what I said. What I was saying...
No, he was, man. Woo!
What I was saying was, I just want him to look at the camera, and that, I think, will help with the televote. And that is my honest opinion. I'm not being shady. That was constructive, because I want the UK to do well.
Right, exactly.
And if he took it another way, then if I see him, I will explain it to him in person why I'm doing that.
Don't bother.
But
There's no point.
That's just my opinion. And I'm one voice. Fair enough, I have a slightly wider audience than another voice on Twitter, maybe, but...
If you can't take the heat and do this, then you shouldn't come. If you can't look at social media and either ignore it or take on board what is said, then...
Yeah, and also, I mean, didn't Gemini come thinking that they were going to win?
My beautiful Portuguese guy.
Somebody told Gemini that they could win, I think, apparently. That's what the rumour I always remember seeing, and it's like, is that just I don't know.
Well, I mean, the truth is...
Gemini's not
You can win.
Yeah.
Anybody can win this, but some people have a slightly head start on others because they have a decent song and they can sing. I mean, other people have won who can't sing. I mean,
Oh.
Donna.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Exactly. What's her face from?
Yeah.
Technically from Azerbaijan. But
that
I
was.
think she's from Pekin.
That was. It was Shirley Clamp, wasn't it? That was actually the backing singer.
Yeah, exactly.
Which Oh, well, backing singer.
Well, the lead vocalist. you
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Destiny is the lead vocalist on Chameleon.
Yeah.
I'm a bit shady. I probably should have a pink W on my chest.
You're right.
Do you think with things we have scheduled for tonight, do we have to
Right,
be
questions.
there?
Cry baby. That's
How-
I don't
even.
know. Nobody has told me
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna win then. Yeah,
Let it
well,
pass to
come
the
with a
test.
decent song, a decent staging concept,
Yeah.
and talent, and get to know the press and like play the press game. Because see, people think it's just like fan media. This is like the con thing, and it is. But then come Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, now the sort of secular, for want of a better word, press will arrive. And where do you think they're going to get their stories from? Where do you think they're going to source all their material? Who are they going to come into this press centre and start talking to? Us. So if you've played the press game well to start with,
Yeah.
you're going to get mainstream media.
Because also we're not changing, but the reactions that you get from people here alter the booking odds and things like that.
Right.
So
The
that's always.
the booking odds are weird because they're just kind of thrown by a handful of people basically shuffling the pack at this
Yeah.
stage. Well, it's maybe a bit more serious now, but last week, it's just a deck of cards being shuffled. That's
Yeah.
a bad thing to do on social media, shuffling cards. And once it gets settled, then you start to get a bit more of an idea. But I don't take much notice of the betting odds.
Michael keeps giving very scripted answers. Here's the thing. We've interviewed him so many times. He's a lovely guy. He's a really, really lovely guy. And I think that maybe it is a case that he just hasn't maybe been given the preparation
Like
for
any media training, do you mean?
yeah, to a degree. I just think that it's
So you think Cyprus can win? No, I've predicted them to be a shock non-qualifier tonight. I always like to do something a bit random.
Yeah.
Do you think Kazakhstan should join the Eurovision Song Contest? Yes, 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 and yes. And I will be here wrapped in a Kazakh flag if that happens.
Russia still have a chance. Never rule
Definitely.
Russia out of anything in
Never.
Eurovision unless
The
it's
only
Julia
year
Samoylova.
The only year you can rule Russia out is 2017 when they weren't here.
Yeah.
Yes, look up Dimash. He's one of the best singers ever.
Oh,
Okay.
I think he is Kazakh.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Kazakhstan has such a cool
Oh,
music scene.
yeah.
I'm a big fan of Jana Duglova, who won Turkvision in
Yes.
2014.
And to be fair, the girl who sang for them at Junior was really, really good.
It
Daniela.
was a bit of a naff song. I was a bit annoyed that they put
Yeah.
something a bit naff when I was expecting something great. From
I think a
Kazakhstan.
lot of people
That'll be fun.
loved it on Twitter because it was Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm really happy they're there, but
Yeah.
it's not.
UK or Montenegro? For the song UK, but for the people Montenegro, because Dimol are just adorable.
Yeah, I'm not ignoring.
It's just going very fast. We're not ignoring you. We're
Yeah.
just trying to keep up.
No, Michael is lovely and genuine. I don't think he was rude.
Yeah,
I'm not.
He just needs a bit of.
He's a lovely, and he's very young. And
If France wins, I invite you to visit Normandy. What's in French? Normandy. I love Normandy. I love France. What's your all-time favorite Eurovision song? Molitva.
it mine's everywhere that I
It's
can.
the easiest question for me to answer. Well, it's Molitva, and very, very, very closely is Rise Like a Phoenix. And I know they're both winners, and you're supposed to have ones that are like non-winners in your
Yeah,
all-time
but it's
favorites.
easier. No, it's not easier, but they won for a reason most of the time.
Yeah, that's true. They do win for a reason.
Have you noticed that they translated all the titles this year in the graphic?
Yes. I love kind of all the graphic work, the postcards.
Yeah, I love the
overlay
triangles.
graphics. I think it's really nice graphics
Yeah.
this year. Bulgaria said they won't come back. No, they didn't.
Haven't they just had another change of people at the
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
there as well? Bulgaria it's a complicated one, but they are more likely to return than
I
Turkey.
feel like Bulgaria are going to be one of those nations that like dips in and out. We'll see them
Yeah.
for a couple of years, then they'll get a change of vision or a change of person. Someone new will come in and they'll come back. And I think that's fine. You don't have to enter every year.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Portugal did it very successfully at one point.
Right, exactly. I think Serbia will be the big surprise. The surprise to qualify or not to qualify. Is Dana singing Diva? Did she ever? Cyprus out of the semi-final.
Dana is not. Dana International is on stage and performing Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars.
She is. Apparently.
I love your earrings.
Thank you. They are from CNA in Vienna or Prague. Vienna, I bought these.
I can't believe there was one in Lisbon in that thing.
There's CNA all over Europe.
All over, and we've
CNA
lost it here.
UK who went bust. My mum worked for them when they went bust, so
Oh, right.
she got redundancy money, and we bought a microwave. That's how long ago it was. Like our first microwave.
I remember it in the Arndale Centre in Manchester.
It was in the Friary Centre in Guildford. Those of you who know Guildford, this amazing place that everyone now on WIWIBLOGGS is going to have to go visit.
Azerbaijan is the worst ever winner. They had a better song in 2012. I don't think it's the worst ever winner, but it's not one of the best. And they did have a much better song in 2012.
That is very true. Tamta doesn't have the X factor like Eleni. I would agree with that, I'm afraid. She is adorable and I love her and I would love to take her home with me, but what about the Vatican joining? I'm working on them.
I think we're more likely to get Liechtenstein first. Well, no, we're not. Liechtenstein are never
Worst
going to
winner,
join.
Monsterlove. No, definitely not.
Ellie passed her driving test in Guildford. Well done.
What? So did I, Ellie. In the snow, I passed my driving test.
Oh God, I can't drive. I can't ride a bike.
How do you function? Well, you live in London.
I just got on the tube.
I randomly met Chris in London.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we?
A couple of months ago.
Yeah.
In the winter because it was cold.
Yeah.
We were just walking up. Was it Leicester Square?
Yeah, it was right near Leicester Square because I was going to Cuba, I think.
I love this woman. She has no filter. It's pretty shady. I try not to be shady, but you know.
Do you think Italy is always underrated?
And then someone else. Please stop being so rude and shady, Lisa. I'm not being rude. I'm just being entertaining.
Much like Eurovision is creating a TV show, we're creating content. Tamara or Tamta?
You know, everything I've said about Dana International, I love Dana International.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of my favourite winners, and I'm like
one of my
friends with Sharon as well. Like I love it, but you know, she can take the joke of.
Yeah.
Did you ever sing?
I
think she did sing in '98. A few lines of the song anyway.
Yeah. I think I just remember when she did Greatest Hits.
Well, there you go.
And that was a interesting one.
I'm not being rude. I'm just being entertaining.
Bilal hasn't done interviews yet. I believe he is doing them
I've put him for
quite
work.
soon. Yeah, but he's
Just
been.
do you, Lisa. Living for your honours.
Greece have fake qualified.
Oh, it's the fake qualifies. Yeah, amazing.
People genuinely care about this, and I don't understand.
Are you a couple? Who? Me and Chris?
Well, we have been trying to keep it a secret, but I feel like
You're gay, aren't you?
Yeah.
So am I. Oh.
I also feel like Slavko would come between us. But
I'm afraid.
Do you bet on Eurovision? I have previously, and I haven't this year because I was going to put money on the Netherlands and then decided against it. As it was like,
Belarus have fake
apparently
qualified.
Yeah. I bet on Netta the day before Tolly came out.
Did you?
And I won like 200 quid.
Nice.
I wish I put more on it because I was convinced that she would be that good.
I was in Norway last year. I put a bet on Alexander Rybak, not because I thought he was going to win, but because I thought on the off chance that he does, I'm going to put a bet on now before
to lessen the pain.
It's basically an insurance policy about going to Norway for 2 weeks. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I bet on Emily DeForest to win DMGP in 2013 too.
Did you?
Because she was like 6th favourite to win. Nobody thought she would have. I was like, that's clearly the Eurovision winning song, let alone Dance Melody Grand Prix winner.
It's like you can see the credits rolling. When you picture it, you're like, yep, I can see that.
And literally, you could have watched the DMGP credits and you'd have seen the credits for Eurovision anyway, pretty much. Okay, well, so far, Greece, Poland, Belgium, Belarus, Portugal, and Hungary have fake qualified.
The empty green room.
Yeah.
At least Portugal have fake qualified. I'm happy about
Conchita wasn't favourite to win. On the night, Sanna Nielsen was favourite to win.
That was never going to win over Conchita.
But also, I feel like John is Sanna.
I will always contest this fact that JP
2013 was a bad year at
2013
Eurovision.
is a good year for Eurovision. There's some great stuff in 2013.
I mean, I Feed You My Love is in there, which is automatically up there.
Yeah.
I feel my weakest of this decade is 2010.
Yeah, 2010 was a bit something and nothing.
Yeah.
2011 was a bit like.
Oh no, I love 2011.
I feel like 2011, nobody won it. It's just that everyone else lost it.
2012 also, other than the fact you've got Euphoria, I feel like isn't. There's some like I like.
2012 is the UK's lowest point.
I like Lautar, and I like there's a few good ones, but then you've got like Donny Montel's.
Yeah, Donny Montel was better in 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, Donny Montel. I remember
Oh yeah, Cerno y Bello is 2012 though.
Yeah. 2012 was alright.
Yeah, there are some real highlights. There's just some where I'm like, oh yeah, like oh god, what was that terrible? Not terrible, the German song that was just so
2012,
nondescript.
I don't remember it.
Roman Lob.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2015 is the best year by far. 2015 was a good year.
It has some good underrated ones, like Love Injected and Rhythm Inside are
Rhythm
always up there.
Inside
I
is
love
great.
Rhythm
I
Inside.
love
Oh, Rocky mit dem Popo. And to that, actually, we have to be glad that Track Shitters won that. I was horrified when they won that selection, but it was for the best.
2012, I'm so glad they won it.
Because
I'm
otherwise,
so glad they won it.
we wouldn't
That'd
have had.
be the end of Conchita.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have anything that we've had since
because she
then.
wouldn't have qualified.
Not at all.
I
No.
love the song.
Oh,
would
no.
not have qualified.
Not in a million years would Conchita have qualified
For 2 hours.
in 2012. Never.
Yeah. Oh, Walk Along Train Shit. That's my one thing that I regret.
2008 was outstanding. That was Belgrade. Yeah, that was a good year.
The one thing that I ever regret saying on Eurovision was how I described Traincher a little bit, because I feel bad about how I called her. I said she like a slutty widow in that original one, because she had a veil on as well, and I feel
see
a bit.
why you said that.
Yeah, but I do feel bad for saying it.
I know I've said a few things.
Yeah, you always are
thinking
like.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no, I could have said that better.
Yeah.
I love Polina.
Yeah.
Polina Gagarina.
I wasn't a huge fan of it at the time, but I go back. I didn't like Grande Amore that much at the time.
I love Polina. She's amazing.
I love that. I'm still shocked about Kate Ryan not qualifying in 2006.
Hello from France. Bonjour.
Bonjour. No, I think the singer finished, but I think she got to the final. Christian didn't, but I think Polina came second. Who was covering that for us? Somebody was covering that for us. Which I assume they could speak. Oh, it was Jonathan.
2016 was objectively the best. 2017 by memories. I really enjoyed 2017, but I think that was, I had a friend in it by then, so
yeah,
I can't rate 2017 like I can't step
objectively.
back from that and be
Well, that's
objective
I'm
about
like that with 2015. I always think, because I'll always defend it because it was my first.
Yeah,
one.
I'm a bit like that with 16 as well.
Yeah.
Kind of like all the ones I've been to. They're all brilliant. No, they're not. That's true. Last year wasn't a particular classic, but
Traincher. We didn't know Traincher was pregnant at the time.
no, we didn't, did we?
No. God, I just realised how big their boots are.
How big their boobs are? What?
Boots.
Boots.
Yeah. To be clear.
I had a challenge my Icelandic bondage bra.
I loved Blanche in 2017, and then was horrified and worried when I first saw the staging. But she pulled it out.
It was luck more than judgment. But the only exception was last year where Jessie J won.
Oh, that's the Chinese show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then Chris Kossoff did that as well, didn't he?
Yeah, but it was him and Polina were on it this year.
Oh right.
But he didn't make the final.
Right. I think I saw that.
He's still my heart.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's been with her boy. More towards me, Suze.
There we go. Suzanne met Victor Crow.
Time Bell, biggest crime Apollo. No, the biggest crime not qualifier for Switzerland is Melanie Renee.
Oh, I really like that.
That song
at
is
the
great
time.
and it looked amazing. And I can't see why
My
that
one thing about that was you could hear the steam jets going off, and
Yes,
yeah.
you could, but it still was great. And she had very shiny tights on.
Yes. Yeah, I remember being convinced that was going to qualify.
La Forza or Zero Gravity? Oh, if I had to choose Zero Gravity, but I'm not a big fan
You're
of
not
either
a
of them.
Popra
I
fan.
don't like Popra.
I'm not usually, but I really like Zero Gravity.
Regardless of songs, which city would you like to see host Eurovision? I would like Belgrade because I missed Belgrade the last time. And everyone says what a good time they had in Belgrade. And they're probably the same for Baku as well.
Yeah, although everybody was also like, we left the press centre and it was daylight, and I'm like, oh God.
Early hours of the morning.
I don't know where I would like to. Early in the morning.
Zibs are the biggest crime of Switzerland. Yeah, they're not from Switzerland though, so.
Amina should have won in 1991.
Well, yes, you're probably right.
I love that entire top three.
Yeah, 91 is a good year, actually.
Yeah.
91 is a good year.
And it also
92 is a good year, and I know people people don't like that.
I
but
think
that
91 overshadows it is the thing.
Well, should I tell you my story of 92? In
Go
fact,
on. Is this the Christmas?
This is the story as to why I'm sat here right now talking to you on the live stream. So 90, I saw a couple of acts in it. 91 was the first year I saw the whole contest. And at that time, my father was working for a Swedish company. So he was battles for Sweden. So we had a lot of Sweden in our life. And I was 14, something like that. And then, of course, 92, Sweden sent Christer Björkman. I had the biggest crush on Christer Björkman when I was 15. I had my friend in Sweden send me the posters from the magazines in Sweden. I may be the only person who had posters of Christer Björkman on her wall. And I still think I've managed 4 Eurovisions without Christer finding that out. So
I think we should. Were you the founding member of the Guildford Christer Björkman?
The only member of the Guildford Christer Björkman fan club.
You can find out more about
Christer Björkman is a handsome man, and
Yeah.
I will defend him to the death. I still think he's pretty cute.
You can find out more about that story. Is your Castaway still up?
Yes, I think so. It's the first Castaways.
Yeah,
ESC
if
Insight.
you go to ESC Insight, the Eurovision Castaways, I did it as well. But yeah, you can find out all
Me
about our
confessing my undying love for Christer Björkman.
and Samantha Janus, wasn't it as well? Was she another one, or was that somebody else?
No, that was. I had that in my and I wasn't allowed to have mullet hair because Ellie had already picked it. I'm like, I wanted to have mullet hair.
I wasn't allowed everywhere that I can because somebody had chosen
Somebody else
that.
chose
But then
it.
I just chose
But
Heba
now,
Bernardo.
but now they've started doubling up. And
Yeah,
we
we were like the infancy of Castaways.
I had
so
done it international in mine. I was the pilot.
I think
episode.
JP had one of mine too.
That was my idea, that Castaways.
It's so good.
And then Ellie took it and ran with it. And Ellie's such a great host of it. Lisa is awesome. She should come here more often.
Yeah. We're gonna smuggle. There was a
I've got black. I just need to put a pink W.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm sure somebody last year got like pink tape and
just
just
made
taped a W on.
Why?
I think we will call this in about 5 minutes, guys, because we need to go eat and then we got to go to. I have to go to the show at least.
I need to find out what Saka's doing. My phone is over there charging.
Oh, do you want to go grab it?
No,
Or
it's he
so-
can live without me.
Yeah. 1944 Amar Palestoi.
Oh, 1944. That's easy. Amma Palestoi is probably personally one of my worst winners. I really don't like that song at all.
Oh. I think, what is my least favourite winner?
Shady Lady.
Oh, actually, I think I know what it
It's not shady. I would tell Salvador to his face I don't like it.
I mean, to be fair, I was very clearly quite anti that at the time, and I ran into him in the bathroom of the Kiev Press Centre,
Right.
and he was like, "Hey, man!" I was like, "Hi."
I think Lisa could lift Elliot with one hand. You're probably right. I could crush it.
Oh, I know what's my least
I
favourite.
wouldn't do that. He's lovely. What?
Everybody. Estonia.
Oh, Estonia.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a nothing song, and that,
I'd
there are
rather
better
listen
songs.
to that than Amma Palestoi. It's like the one that I skip every year on the.
I mean, I wouldn't say like the early ones. I almost kind of don't count those because they're not my kind of music.
Right.
I kind of look at it like
93, Sonia should have won. Absolutely, Sonia should have won. That's a great song. I
Yeah.
still listen to that.
which one?
Better the devil you know. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. I'll give you my heart and my soul if you give me your love. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Dressed as a Cadbury's Dairy Milk.
Tom Pillaby, I don't like that one as much either. That's a bit too.
Oh, you're going back now.
Yeah. I was just thinking of old ones. Dance Service is one of my favourite winners of all time.
Oh,
though.
yeah. That's a great song.
I still think that if that came now, it
all
would
kinds
do
of
really
everything
well.
is a bit, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's the bit in the Amapella Stories category for me. But anyway.
I think Dance Service could still be top 10 now.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
totally
so timeless.
agree. I agree with that.
Nocturne
Never Give Up on You or Bigger Than Us. Song-wise, Bigger Than Us, probably. Nocturne is magic. Yeah, I like Nocturne.
Also, I mean, 1997 is a really good year as well, thinking about it.
97. The Point.
I mean, it has
Yeah, there's some good stuff from
Min
there.
Hinsty Dance, which is
Yeah.
iconic.
And
you
Katrina
think,
in the Way.
you kind of think that,
Immortalised in my tattoo. You can't say it.
oh my God, is that? I had no idea.
Didn't you know that?
Actually,
You'll have
hang
to,
on,
you have
yeah.
to move the camera. There you go.
There we go.
That's my tattoo. I've met two of the people featured in that tattoo.
Katrina was the very
Lulu
first.
and Cheryl Baker. I've not met the others.
Katrina was the very first Eurovision person I ever met, and she got me into
Was
the
she?
contest technically at London Pride in 2014, which was awesome.
I don't know who the first Eurovision person I met was. Garrett Mulpal from Eurovision Island, who ran Eurovision Island.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
Oh
was
yeah.
the first Eurovision person I met. The first Eurovision act that I ever met, I guess, was Conchita, because I went to the thing at BAFTA in London for the 60th anniversary.
Oh yeah, actually the first like current act at that point, because she had already won, but I saw Conchita in terms of recent acts. She was the first one I saw at the
Why did you do that?
Vienna
Because I was young and foolish.
thing, the Vienna Sphere, I think
The Vienna
it was
Sphere,
called.
that was awesome.
Yeah, that was really
good.
Dinley was 1997, and I love Dinley. That's one of my favourite songs of all time too.
Have you got a tattoo or piercings, Chris?
No, I do want a tattoo.
Would you? Good.
Ish.
Of what?
I
also, do you want to see my other tattoo? No, go on, tell me.
Is it somewhere where we can
it's
show
right
on?
here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
This one. That is Conchita's beard, which was done for a bit of a bet.
Oh my God!
I wanted to put the lashes on it. And Tom thinks that's
what
hilarious.
bet
and I got
was that?
No, it wasn't a bet. It was just a fun thing.
My
friend has it massive there, like really huge. I only have it tiny on my wrist.
Oh wow! I would get. I don't know. I want something in Japanese because I'm such a weeboo that I love Japanese stuff so much.
Yeah.
But I'd also
you
have
would
to
like
make certain that it was actually the right Japanese.
And not just like teriyaki chicken.
Yeah, katsu curry.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Right, I think we will call this now
Yes, I
because we
think
have
so.
to go do things. So somebody will be back. Oh, they're showing a press conference.
Are they?
It flashed up. I don't know what press conference it'd be. Junior Eurovision?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh.
They announced the theme. Share the joy. I feel like they're just getting these out of a thesaurus.
At
these
this
days.
point, it's like a Mad Libs, isn't it? Adjective. Yes. So enjoy the show, everybody. I will be in the arena. I imagine Suzanne will be on the live stream. Are you watching it in the arena? Are you watching it here? Are you?
I'm unsure currently.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping that someone's going to produce a ticket for me.
Yes. But yes, we enjoy the show. We will be back. I will be back reacting. I'm sure Lisa will be back on the stream at some point
If you
over the
want
next
me
few
to come
days.
back, I'll come back.
We always want Lisa to come back. Cool. All right then. We will see you later, guys. Bye.